Optic and he's retired from Optic. He's still a content creator for Optic, right? If he was a free agent and I offered him 250 grand a year, he would take it. Skunk gets over 60 grand a year from Optic. So imagine how expensive all these pro players are. You know, you got cheap ass like all these kids are like 3 grand. Sheesh, I'm in. You know what I mean? But then it's like you get older and you get good at the game, and it's like, well, my contract's 7 grand. So if you want me, 7 grand's my price. And if you don't like that or can't work that on the contract, guess what? I'm not playing for you. That's what they do. That's what the pro players do. If the deal's good, they take it. If the deal sucks, they don't.
So like, where Wallace is like, the deal sucks. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I guess so. He got a better offer from Falcons. Whatever the offer was, he got a better offer. You know? Sorry, Summer.
Yeah. You don't have to wait content. A day in your life.
Yep.
Listen. You don't have to a single video for your whole career.
You don't make content anymore, little Johnny. I'm gonna go back to school now.
Like literally.
Alright. My game's like not even close to done yet, but that's alright. It's going really slow.
Is this Call of Duty Vanguard?
No, Cold War.
What's Vanguard then?
That's the other Call of Duty I have. Do you have it?
That one better?
No, Cold War is. Cold War, but Vanguard, those are good. Why do you say that? Do you have it?
No.
Oh.
What? Is Vanguard good?
Yeah, I was a big fan of it. Like, you don't have anybody to play with, you.
Yeah. You're very weird. How about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare?
Head.
I'm in space. You like it?
No, I like the Advanced Warfare better.
But not Infinite Warfare?
No, wasn't really a fan of it.
That was my dad's favorite one. Because you could like have jetpacks.
Damn, this
You were
is
in
going.
space.
Oh, I'm getting 1 megabyte per second.
We just
Nah,
put
good.
Call of Duty as like the freaking game, I guess. Playing Call of Duty. Why is this mod part? No.
$1 million. My BattleNet is so slow. Download speed.
Alright, I'm gonna put it as trying Call of Duty Cold War. Cold War. Part 1.
Get $100 back instantly when a TurboTax full service expert files for you by March 31st.
How do I have 2 viewers?
I think I'm the only person on Earth who still plays Witch's Broom.
You think so?
Yeesh.
Every game you play, State Farm supports you. We're not alone. We have a potluck every Tuesday.
Bam. Where is he?
Hold on, I'm watching a video. Hold on.
I'm gonna put after.
Introducing the new 2023 This mark can only be called F-150.
The future is threatened by enemies
RCS.
unimaginable.
There we go.
When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant. Marines.
Brad, you watching a video?
When it comes to your
Get my camera.
the details are the difference.
Camera's like,
Men body wash with plant-based
gotta be
moisture
adjusted.
in harmony with their bodies for healthier feeling skin. All these details add up to something greater. New Dove Men plant-powered body wash.
What's a Walt Disney World thrill feel like? It's like. Howdy, partners! And like.
The heck is this ad?
Also like. And it feels even better together.
Where is he?
And check this
Hold on, bro. I'm watching a video.
This special 4-day,
The
4-park
front.
ticket offer. Visit DisneyWorld.com/4parkmagic to learn more. Disney thrills us like.
The Falcons soar high over the swarm. They are through to the playoffs. The Middle East. They've got
Let me fix that.
And they had to go through quite the gauntlet to do it, beating Vitality and Carmine Corp to get
That's wild. No European sweep in the 2-1 rounds. Vitality.
Particularly if I put this on that screen.
Again, and the Falcons 3-1 moving on.
There we go.
Huge for Mina.
They just cannot be stopped. I mean, earlier on we saw Falcons have their first loss, and the question is it going to start to get on them? Not this time, even
Quick
against
bounce
Vitality.
back.
Yeah.
incredible.
Here, I claim my drop.
So
Don't mind me, guys. Just claiming my
roller coaster in the green room
RL drop.
were going on.
Yeah, it was. Because, listen, I told y'all I wasn't confident necessarily in the Vitality pick because they just haven't been as structured as they usually are, and I believe Falcons just always have the ice.
Anyway,
And
what'd you
in
say?
Game number 3, the green room absolutely
All right.
erupted because that game right there.
So I'm live now.
Yeah, this game right here was too much. Vitality put in all this work to put one in the back
Okay,
of the net.
hold
You
on.
gotta
I'm trying to.
polarize, and then you
There we go. I hid my controller overlay for you guys. You guys don't need to see that.
somebody jump. No boost for Vitality. No boost for Vitality. Falcons bust out another fake. That's how they beat Carmine yesterday.
Not gonna be using it either for COD. Call of Duty.
Look at that trap down, Killers. What a performance he had throughout this match. But Bates, you knew it was coming. I picked Falcons. I'm gonna script it with a 0-second goal. We're all
Wait, Falcon beat Vitality? Yeah, they beat him.
I mean, every time you think you're able to challenge a ball against the Falcons, they just pop it past you time after time. And
Yeah, Falcon literally just
Vitality will have to play in round 5.
dominated against Vitality.
Playing the
Wait,
playoffs tomorrow.
Brad, you there?
How that goes is we're
Yeah, I'm here.
filled in here, but
They start co-commentating. You have to start like
you worried at all? I mean, given the field
a coalition.
left here,
I'm not
playing round 5.
I'm not
You want me to
necessarily
commentate?
probably
Yeah.
worried. It depends on who they play.
Alright.
Like, I think they will still make the top 8, and then again, everyone's back.
But basically, yeah, Falcon beat Vitality. It was insane, right?
Performance here, but we have seen teams before. They go 3-2, and then they get that one upset, and
Yeah,
then
for sure.
Crazy.
I'd also be more worried if they hadn't lost
Yeah.
a few series in EU, if that makes sense. You know, they've proven that they can
Let's
make
see.
it through.
Yeah, that was
when
insane.
Struggling somewhat, so
Wait,
they're
hold on.
prepared for
Sorry,
this
I'm
gauntlet.
trying to.
But yeah, when you're at the major, the pressure is, of course.
But I am
on.
more nervous
got my
about,
Twitch
like, obviously
open.
back-to-back LAN champions, and we were like, oh, are we going to see that again? We clearly have not. So we have not seen that. They look more like the
Wait a minute.
online portion, so they will not
Let me
be
fix it.
favorites in this bracket no matter what. And maybe that's a little scary, but they should bounce out in the quarterfinals as of now, right now.
And their only 2 losses
There we
are
go.
teams that made the bracket already. Fury and
Alright.
Falcons. I think they'd be okay.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on them here, and we will see them.
Now that's brighter.
Today. Take a look at the schedule and how things have.
Yeah,
gone
that is a
so
lot
far.
brighter.
3 matches down here on this stream. For
Wait, watch my stream?
One more to go.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Luminosity playing for their
There we
top
go.
life against regional rival OG Sports.
And for the MENA region, that was a heart attack right there. Both games going on at the same time. Power versus Rule 1. Power, Game 5 overtime, takes it down versus Rule 1. OCE moves on to that 2-2 round. They're trying to get back to the top 8 in what?
Call of Duty's done.
years. So, Power, they have a chance. They got one upset. They're probably going
You want to open COD or you wanna watch
One of the
this
biggest
until
wins for those of you reaching
mine's
a
done?
long time, too, with that one.
I have to watch it until yours is done.
Round 5.
Okay.
Good viewers.
For the mainstream, though, only one
Carmine
more
Corp
match
versus
to
Genji
go.
Mobile 1.
And again, an elimination match here.
Here we go.
versus
The donuts right
3-1.
into it.
They just saw
Yeah.
what Power did
Pioneers versus
on
Complexity.
the other stream.
Complexity.
We're gonna try
That's
and
gonna be a
match
good
that
game.
same energy here against Complexity.
Listen, the Quick Trip Pioneers, man.
Let me stop my Discord stream.
Because Power be the Rule 1 squad. That's
What are
pretty
they doing?
decent at the moment.
He's
Led team. One person, I'm gonna count. I've been playing as good. But on the other
Jeez.
side, though,
Jeez.
Complexity here is definitely
A
better
weird
than Power
squad.
at the moment.
Right, what is his face?
CRR's been there, and the
Face looks
question
like-
is, can Dorito
Very
follow
weird.
up and be clutch in those clutch moments?
It's
I mean, they
water
put a lot of
bottle.
faith in Dorito, have
Quick check
Complexity,
what's
flying him out
Yeah.
from Europe, where he and CRR have been playing together
Water.
for so long. CRR, then moving over to North
High
America, then
quality
South America,
H2O.
bringing Dorito along.
Yeah.
That is a statement that
I'm gonna grab some more,
Dorito has
too.
been playing up to his best up
Here
to
we-
now. They see
We're still
the
talking.
potential in him. They know that he is
Hey, dude.
capable, Gibbs, of performing to the level.
Gotta let him talk.
Not only that, Complexity in the last 3 games against
Hello.
K-Corp, they won 2 out of 3 at least, because they took the, games 3 and 4, lost game 5 after going up 2-0. So they challenged Europe, they challenged K-Corp, supposed to be the best team in the world. Complexity, they were that one team outside the top 8 that I think a lot of us thought had upset potential, but they have to worry about getting upset themselves against the OC region.
Ironic is that as soon as I got up, they just
Well, on the other
waved.
side of things, a video package I've been waiting to see.
Goodbye.
Oh, they don't even have jackets on. I was hoping they would. The Quick Trip Pioneers here,
Oh, they
looking
got the
clean.
jackets
They literally just like, goodbye.
Clean in the red.
They've also got the shiny Pioneers logo, which I am a complete fan of. I was saying on the B stream earlier that their branding to me is sublime. Whoever designed that, fair play. And, you know, they showed flashes of themselves earlier on against Elevate. Elevate, as we saw recently against Rule 1, not an easy team to beat.
Hydration
When this
pack.
team got going,
Not
they were
sponsored.
able to score 3, 4,
Yeah.
5 goals against them.
Focus.
It's gonna be the real test.
What kind of
the real
hydration
first
bag
test
you
for
get?
the day, 'cause yesterday they had a couple games. It
Hang
went
on.
0-3 against G2 and 0-3 against their
Focus.
Power.
What's up with cameras that are not
They
focusing?
reset here, beat
Like,
Elevate, but you expect them to
Move
do
it,
that. You
zoom it
expect them
out
to
a
elevate.
little bit,
Elevate
like
looked
the
good.
pack,
Outscored Ray
and
OC.
then
Scrub was
it's too
definitely
close.
popping
Like
off. We'll get a
zoom it out, and
reset
then
off
that
the
will
ceiling right
autofocus.
over Elevate's. He's gonna have to bring
Zoom it
it
out,
under control
out.
Complexity, and he's got to
Right.
be really, really great at every single offensive opportunity that he
I
gets.
hear.
And that's saying big underdog.
Okay,
here.
so no, back up more.
Absolutely. We talk about Complexity. They're going
Why is your
toe-to-toe with
camera not
K-Corp,
autofocusing?
while Pioneers,
That
they
is
were
really hard to
0-6, and then finally getting those wins versus the APAC
Back up a
region.
little more at
So
the light.
definitely
Put your
underdogs
hand
here,
behind
but
the
we
pack,
saw it
like
just
behind the
last
pack.
match. Power
Like straight up,
underdogs
like put your
against
hand
Rule
behind the
1.
pack.
They pulled out the win.
That like
Maybe
blocks
it's
the
OC's time.
thingy.
I mean,
There
they
we go.
have to embrace being the underdogs. It's something we've been saying against them for years, or should I say,
alright,
for
so it's
years. If they don't
liquid
embrace
liquid
that,
IV
they're in trouble,
hydration.
and they are fantastic at playing around,
What's the
Yeah.
flavor?
having a laugh and enjoying themselves.
You
I gotta
got
try
it.
that
you
stuff.
got
This
it.
one's gonna be serious.
I gotta-
can't
where do you
see
get it?
them
I gotta
messing
try
about
that
too
stuff.
much in this one.
Yeah.
You can order it online actually. There's like a huge pack of them.
Have a quick flight back over there,
Are they
Roger
good?
Girl. Yeah,
They got like
Yeah,
certain
you can get it on
flavors.
Amazon.
That was a very long
I have a favorite
long
store.
time to think about it there. Who do you think's
Just
gonna
look up
win?
hydration
Let us know.
packs,
Hashtag CLO,
and then-
hashtag KCP here.
Or liquid
My
IVs.
brain, I keep
Look up
throwing
liquid
math
IV and
right
then
up in my head. How
I'll look
does-
them up right
how
now.
do the Pioneers
Liquid
find a
IV.
way to victory lane here?
Get on Amazon.
Just
Boom.
keep coming back to Raise Bowl, and I don't have
Yeah,
an
it is.
answer. I don't know how you
Hydration
get
packs
past
there.
it.
I feel
Oh,
like
they're right here.
your answer is answer.
Yeah.
Sometimes he can show up out of nowhere and pull some of these.
A lot of people are getting sponsored by him. We gotta get our sponsorship.
So if he can perform exceptionally,
Gotta reach
well,
out.
then I give a chance for Pioneers.
Cause I buy these things all the time.
They're known
48
for their defense.
servings,
They're known to
holy.
play
What's your favorite
in their own half and
flavor?
wait for
Lemon
the
lime?
counterattacks. The problem is a lot of
Definitely
times with
strawberry.
OC, they
That's
get
the big
too
ones.
aggressive.
Yeah.
They see that moment, they try to
Golden cherry
capitalize,
and
and they get
strawberry?
counterattacked on, so
Golden
it's a
cherry,
bad matchup, in
strawberry,
my opinion, so it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I mean,
Passion
all
fruit.
It's what we expect to see
I'll
from any
definitely try
OC
that.
team, especially Pioneers right now. That all-out
Yeah,
attack.
I'll definitely
When
try
it
that,
works
for
out,
sure.
you can, as I say, score
Alright.
2 goals in a row. He's got a hat trick in the final game earlier against
Sheesh.
Elevate, and then Scrub followed it up with a couple of his own. It's like quick fire action when the momentum comes for them. Bates, I'm not sure
Yeah,
if they
why
can
is
wrestle
this
back the
not
momentum if
downloading?
Complexity start to get it.
Oh yeah, if Complexity
See, I
comes out
hate
hot, takes
Battle.net.
game 1, I think it's over.
Yeah.
If QTPG is gonna win this game, they're gonna
There you
have to win
That's
game number
downloaded.
1. Otherwise, it's a wrap. I don't see him coming back against a Complexity squad that looked that good against KC early.
It is hashtag QTPG, by the way. Old habits dying hard there. They are no longer a part of Kansas City. As a matter
They're
of
still
fact,
talking
this team
about it.
hasn't been in Kansas for a long time.
We're just getting ready.
That's true, but their tags all say KCP, so they confuse
Yep.
us with that most of
is
the time.
true.
Like
They've
when
also
they're
got
playing
Kansas City
Rocket League.
written above the Pioneers. On
Yeah,
there.
yeah, so there's
So who knows? We can't.
Well, chat, let us know who you think is going to win. We'll make our predictions up here as well. There is a clear favorite, but prediction competitions aren't won by picking favorites the whole way, according to T-Bates.
Oh, they are.
Who do you
though.
think's
I'm
gonna
looking
win?
at
I
it.
think
Competition to
Complexity.
what have a coin is what wins prediction.
Complexity
competition.
versus.
Not
The
winning
coin
the
is so
game.
far
Look,
back.
it was
Bad day.
good on the B stream earlier.
Yeah.
It made one pick that I can't remember what it was, but it was like the
Pioneers.
maybe winner
Pioneers.
from one of them. My
Yeah,
prediction
definitely
for this one is gonna
complexity.
be complexity.
Yeah.
I think that they are just
No
like a step
shot.
ahead, you know, South America,
Pioneers
they
wins.
get to region than OCE, even after Powers win earlier, and I think they're in better form.
I'm going complexity as well. I think they get, you know, they're the number 2 team in SAM, but look what Furia has done. They've looked absolutely lights out, so everyone should be losing to them. So complexity, I think, is a better team than what we thought. They could be a top 8 team. I'm going complexity.
Yep.
Okay.
Listen, I love them Pioneers, boys, but it's just complexity right here. I haven't seen anything from Pioneers that gives me a reason to say they're going to be complexity, a team that looks that good right now.
I also have complexity. All the
Yeah,
talent.
everybody's
the
gonna vote
people,
on
the
complexity,
brains
I
on
had
the
a
stage
feeling.
have complexity. Even
Right.
if it is for complexity, it does
Luminosity
the
got
chance
lucky.
have complexity. It does. It does.
Oh, that's a shame.
Stops trying to pick.
Yeah, Luminosity
everybody
got like
here,
destroyed.
I mean, yeah,
They got
again coming back
whooped.
to like it's an Amphis. Amphis is a
Yeah,
player you
bend
can-
over, Riddles.
Rob had a great day earlier. Scar's looking to have light up here, but this is going to be
Literally.
a big uphill.
Get
battle.
out the way.
It's
Go.
Yeah, it's tough. I feel like complexity out of all the teams that
You
are
say
in the
complexity
tournament,
literally
if
kicked
they
them
can
out.
Win this. No one
They
wants
kicked
that
out
in
Rebels.
match.
That's exactly.
Absolutely not. I think complexity is that team that could make a run in this tournament, but
Yeah, Skyfall bound for Riddles.
But I have been wrong before, so the Pioneers
Poor
prove me wrong.
Riddles.
You're not too far.
Poor
ahead.
Riddles.
You should be worrying about
Lost
CJ
in the first
CJ,
round,
We're just
unfortunately.
extending the league. To us, they keep on picking the favorites, and you haven't. No, CJ keeps picking power. That's why he got it that far.
That's true.
It's a pretty strong favorite there. Now, I think 77 might be the highest number we've had so far on this show.
I think it's pretty fair as well. I think that's the sort of prediction I'd make of the odds on complexity taking this one. As we hear on Almighty Raw, there's something going on the B stream.
Something.
The B stream is
Something's
firing
going
up,
on.
folks. Make sure you got
Ah!
streams pulled up.
Literally.
Twitch.tv/RLE Sports if you want to.
Sky was talking about that yesterday.
They're gonna be
Like,
getting pretty close to done there, folks.
the
So we got another match
European
to go here
teams,
for round
they
4
yell
is
in the background.
concluded, and we can set up round 5. OCE's
That's what Sky
got
was
one
talking
team
about,
in
like,
round 5 already.
European
Can they get a
teams are like,
second?
ah,
Complexity trying to keep up with their regional
go.
rival in Furia, folks. Complexity
Because we're
versus
winning.
KCP.
I think it's power.
So, the desk won't pick
Gravity.
them,
Oh,
the
yeah,
fans won't pick
Power's a
them,
good team.
Gravity won't even pick
So
them.
it's probably Power
but
yelling in the back
KCP
there. Ah, let's
are
go.
not that name anymore. They
Yeah.
are heading over with a brand new name and hopefully
They're high-fiving.
a brand new fortune coming their way.
Yep, the cutie pies are going up against complexity here. A crazy matchup. This is 1 and 2 for both these squads. Somebody gets to
Alright, here we go.
continue on tonight, and somebody
It is
is
Cutie
going home.
Pioneers.
We'll find out who. Pioneers did not look great yesterday, but it was not yesterday's performances that take you through to that top 8. A win here would make it 2 in a row. All the momentum heading into that final round of the Swiss. For the time being, gonna try and keep a
So
hold of this
Cutie
possession.
Pie
Raise
is
ball,
like
look at the sidewall
forward.
double. As we look through the
Cutie
smoke, the
Pioneers,
fake
yeah.
out, the shot, and it's off the
Oh,
box,
it's
it's
in.
finally in.
It's in.
I
Damn.
love this one. Dorito
That's in.
coming
Oh,
in
what a
with
shot.
fire. It was
Yeah,
really
let's go
cool.
Dorito.
Off the
I'll eat some
sidewall.
Dorito.
Memphis just barely had the save. Dorito
Dorito.
just quick turnaround.
No,
Made sure to push
Dorito.
that one on through.
He had that
Dorito
save
just
too,
had
and
the
then
belief
Dorito
to
just
keep that
finished
one
it. That
going.
was a good play.
Might as well be around, see what will happen. Now the fake kickoff back to
CR.
CRR,
Carry.
who was the challenge.
CRR
Has let
the
it drop
goat.
down, but Pioneers did send 2
Flipper
players
said,
that time
nah,
around. We need to make
he's,
sure that they
he
keep
got
this
dunked.
nice and relaxed, or maybe not. All right, now time to panic. Let's get rid of this ball.
I mean, if there's somebody that's gonna make you panic,
CR,
it
double
would
tap.
be complexity. They've looked incredible.
He almost
Double up
got
the
it.
sidewall, just a
Really
bit
good.
wide there. But for now, a minute in, complexity. They've got an early game lead. They're holding on to it.
Pioneers
Finally,
may get it this time.
Pioneers able to break into that blue half. It's a question of can
Oh.
they stay there long enough to take a couple
No one's
shots. It looks
back.
like Ampus might be able to draw this
Except
one
for him.
down, but it's red and sent on back.
Amphis was the player that
Fortunate.
did highlight that needs a good game.
Oh,
the
man, up
slightly
to
on
the air.
target. Second chance though, will not be
That
so.
might be a goal.
2-0.
Dorito
They're so
is
bad.
him
The
right
Pioneers
now,
are all
coming in with fire.
terrible.
Huge send up field.
Yeah, it's so bad.
The tiniest of doubles off the sidewall to give complexity 2-0.
There is a lack of respect at the moment for the way complexity are playing. Happy to leave players downfield because they feel like the 2 players they've got back can deal with Pioneers pretty handily. And so far they're right.
They absolutely are right. And I mean, coming into this match with a ton of confidence, especially based off of what your results have looked like today, right? Complexity, they're not entirely unstoppable.
No.
But in a matchup like this, you can definitely come in knowing you are not the underdog.
I'm sure they were reasonably happy for Furia's success, but at the same time, inter-regional rivalries, you do not want Furia to be outdoing you. Gotta get yourself through to that playoff bracket. Furia sitting pretty at the moment as the darlings of the region. go. Pass down. Pioneers really have not tested complexity yet. Dorito on the reset. That's going the wrong way.
FDR.
Now, Pioneers stuck in defense, but they've got to get something going here. This has been far too calm.
Yeah, this is an extremely, almost stalemated point of the match right now. I think Pioneers are very curious.
Oh dear, oh dear.
But don't even worry about it. Razebull
About to be. Yeah.
Yeah, Dad's watching. What's up, Dad?
It's so easy. Hello.
But CRR off the back.
He's watching on 3 phones, I think.
Pure teamwork.
Like, look at that.
Just got
Like,
a little bit too
what a
cute with how he was
shot.
trying to play that ball. Needed to not try and turn it instead. Take the challenge, move it away, but you could not go for the pop over the top. You are going to get dunked. Now Fiber looking for the hook shot. Not going to happen. Neither is the pinch in field. Razebull chases the ball down. Couldn't quite get it any further than Amphis, who would have liked to pass a little bit more direct. Instead, that is to Razebull. Saved, but only momentarily.
That's another goal. Like, what are they doing? Like, look at the Pioneers. They're just throwing it away to complexity. Like, look, he tapped it there. Yeah, and then pass play. Yeah, and then he cut. Yeah, just goddamn. Hey, what up, Smoke?
The ball's in front of him. The play should never be in front of you like that.
Pioneers do not
Yeah, especially when
start
nobody's
here.
back, when you just cut the first man.
First touch every single time.
They left the one guy awkward in the back.
They're scrambling to keep it going the right direction. Scrub. So a CRR that is pre-jumping off the ceiling. Okay, yep, complexity are certainly very confident.
He's already got pre-jump by CRR. What is that, dude?
Honestly, if you're that far ahead,
you might as well.
You might as well try and get some crazy
And just
clips
pass it right to him
in
again.
this matchup. Minute 49 on the clock. Here comes Razebull. Is he gonna go for the flip of his own?
Pass play. Let's see. That was a good block. Razebull flipper set incoming. A pinch right to his teammate.
Just gonna try and let Pioneers have a chance to counter for what feels like the first time.
Infield, player is up, player is blocked. Second one off the backboard. Left for Scrub. He's not going to be able to get too much from an angle like that, but he does have a teammate on the backboard. Amphis couldn't quite get it past the goal line. Get the feeling that at 4-0, this game is done. It's all about just finding some momentum for game 2.
I think finding momentum in any shape or form in this game number 1 before you head into game 2 would be massive, because right now this has got to be a little bit of a confidence shaker. I know the Cutie Pioneers, they came off of a win, they looked great, but this is a whole other level of success, especially a team like Complexity.
So far, Complexity looking very comfortable the way they're playing. They can do this over and over again. Shot is on target. So is Razebull covering. 40 seconds left. Pioneers still looking for their first. This might be the best chance for it, but Razebull is the first one to the backboard.
Incredible save off that one, and Reed now CRR up in the air. Gets beat out by Scrub. Razebull there to follow through though. Amphis up next. Again, Pioneers
Probably.
just trying
I mean, what is it?
everything in their
What's the
might to
score
find
now?
something before they head into this game number 2. You don't want to go there 4-0.
Double tap.
Be a tough thing to shake off.
Heading to the final 10 seconds. Is it going to be 5? Not quite this time. Scrub will parry the ball away, at least for now. But there are so many blue cars. They're all swarming. They want the 5th. Very unlikely that they're going to find it. But for Complexity, the perfect start. Herc, the death said, well, Base especially said, if Complexity come out very well in game 1, he thinks it's over.
Oh, okay. You know what?
If it keeps coming out, I think I agree.
That's a fair assumption. The way that Complexity is playing right now, I would ride with that one. But I don't know. Sometimes the Pioneers can have something up their sleeves. I don't completely count them out yet, but this game number 2, I think, is going to tell us everything we need to know for the rest of the series.
Complexity is going to win.
I do kind of go back to that power game
definitely.
the Pioneers had yesterday.
Even they got something like they.
It just seemed like it was over from the start. A bit of a way that they were playing. They didn't really have that bounce back. They weren't really happy to launch themselves and just go for the all-in at some stages. And I feel like I kind of got the same vibe from this game as well, where there wasn't a moment, especially 2 goals down.
You know that guy.
Okay, let's just go now. This one's getting a little bit out of hand.
Oh, no wonder my game was downloading very slow. I have an
Yeah,
update.
there's got to be anything. I think right now, like you said, the best thing you can do is
It
kind of
might
just accept
reset
at
my
times that you
PC
gotta
here
go
in a second.
all in, right? This is do or die for these teams. So you might as well throw yourself at the ball if you have the opportunity to do so with no risk. And I mean, there you have it. They're looking calm, focused.
Too calm. I'm just saying
Too
too
calm?
Talk.
What would your reaction be?
A conversation would usually be a good
that's fair.
start. Then again, the winning team is also not really got many conversations. What I will say is, conversations we have been able to hear from here are from the B-Stream match just now as well. I think somebody just scored. They are loud in this room.
That match
Yep.
over on the V-Stream is
yelled in the
insane.
background
It is
against
so
Power.
vocal, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
okay. We got a
Thanks
great
for-
one right here. Complexity,
they just
Pioneers
freaking-
back into game number 2.
this
Pioneers
is
looking to
Rocky
respond to a game 1 loss. And an extremely
falling back on the chair or something.
aggro Complexity.
You are now looking to try and re-establish the pressure that they had in game number 1. Dorito
They're always
looking
gonna be
CRR, well intercepted this
I
time
think that has
from Fiverr.
recordings of like.
Pioneers need a good start here. They need this opening goal.
No.
The flick's not
Hard to
great, but
say.
actually it might throw Complexity.
Oh yeah, they do that after the games when you hear them like, yeah.
Well, but sometimes
Yeah.
not being
Yeah.
perfect does actually confuse defenses.
This guy saw
It does. I feel like if you're prepping for one
towers
way or
just
one
yelling.
in particular play
like,
style, if
"Oh!"
something's a little bit off, it'll catch you off
It was
guard.
like
And
recorded
so
to the
there's nothing to be
webcam.
upset about if it ends up running that route. But for now, a pinch to a center gets cleared
What
off
happened?
out into the lane. And
RLCS,
first
let's
minute gameplay is about to
go.
go scoreless.
Fall back
Pioneers,
now.
this has been much better. I'm about to say that and maybe regret it off the front of the goal. Well, okay, so for OC fans, I have learnt my lesson.
That's
I
an
will
open
not do that again.
that
but
wasn't
they still
open.
need to get rid of this.
Yes, they do. I mean, granted, I will
Thank-
sit here
wow.
and vouch for the QD Pioneer defense. It is more than capable of holding off Complexity. You could technically look at game 1 as a little bit of a warm-up between these two squads, especially because it's been a lot closer, I say, as CRR
Yeah, we need to both
puts
stop doing
the
this.
craziest shot towards net.
Off the backboard. Oh, have they got the block? Oh my goodness, Fiverr. Almost got clipped on. Pioneers looking for their way out. CRR, he's up next in the shooting gallery. Tries to get past 2. In goes Dorito, stopped again.
Oh my goodness, this defense has been nothing short of stellar and honestly just so much better than it was in game number 1, which is a huge sign for the Pioneers. Here's a shot off the backboard. This one gets sent up by Raisbull in an attempt. Somebody just wants to make the clear out so Complexity can breathe for a moment's time. Scrub, pinch over to Amphis. Amphis from the ceiling and down. Great read from CRR.
Well, Pioneers have the bravery to send 2 at one of these. For now, they are looking for that outplay. But I don't get the feeling you're going to do that against Complexity. You've got to outpace them a few times just to remove the goalkeepers. For now, they are on the break. Here's Raisbull looking for the bump. Doesn't quite find it. Fiverr is there to meet the ball, but he would have liked somebody to help him clear it. Instead, he's had to be called back into action.
Here comes Scrub. Just trying to be a menace. Raisbull, other plans. Complexity just wants to be in the faces of everybody. Oh, the Pioneers!
Let's go.
Teamwork makes the dream work. The drop down to
Complexity got another goal
CRR
again.
to give Complexity a lead.
I mean, I'm so sorry to Amphis in defense. He's got to try and
they're
keep an
not
eye on
losing.
everybody. Is he getting bumped? Is the play coming in earlier? What on earth can he possibly do to keep that one out? The answer this time around is nothing. Complexity have re-established where they were in this series. The Pioneers, they're still after their first goal.
Here comes Scrub, slow floater towards that net. Last second save, an attempt from Fiverr to keep this one going. But Complexity remaining strong. Here comes CRR, uses the flip, tries to get a setup to his teammate. It's just a bit wide off of it. And this ball goes mid. Who's gonna pinch it forward? Looks like it's gonna be Fiverr carrying the Pioneers into the Complexity half.
Well, Dorito wiped out for his troubles. Backboard was undefended, and
Redirect.
the Pioneers had
Right, did you see that
somebody in the
redirect?
right position, but it seemed like they didn't even believe that that was a possibility. I would say fair enough. It was a unusual mistake from Complexity.
Yeah, a couple moments of being questionable, I would say, for Complexity, but it's okay. You can't play a perfect game at all times here. Again, feel like it's very valid to talk about the level of nerves coming into this one, especially with how much closer this match has become in comparison to game 1.
Still need a goal. It would be their first one of the series. Scrub trying to provide, reset with Raisbull under pressure on the backboard. Well, I call it pressure, he calls it just an easy save. Trying to show levels, now to the opposite side of the field. Scrub with a little bit of support, he needs that to turn up a little bit earlier, and Fiverr is there.
Another shot on target,
Fiverr, honestly, he was a defensive masterclass when it came to their previous series, and it looks like it's continuing on through here. However, it's gonna be a lot harder to stop anybody with the capability and the talent of CRR.
Just the moment Complexity got out of defense, they said, all right, it's our turn. Let me show you how it's done. They have now got 6 without
Yeah.
response.
I'd also recommend the grapefruit.
Pioneers
I tried the
need
grapefruit
something
one, too.
to start going their
Good.
way.
Yeah, this is a little
Alright,
bit
I'll
of a
definitely give
struggle
that a
bus
try.
for this team right now. Complexity really just seems to
Bam.
own the field, and there you
Oh
have
no,
it.
Randy,
Hat
it's
trick
bad.
for
No, it's bad now,
CRR
Randy.
in game 2.
3-0.
Baseball supplies, CRR
It's bad.
scores.
Oh,
Complexity have got round 5
Your
in
crowd
their
goes crazy.
sights. And unfortunately, with the way this is going, I might almost be repeating a sentence of,
Being
well,
destroyed.
Pioneers are just looking for a goal for momentum.
Yeah,
Dad.
at this point, you're just
Sit your
finding
ear down.
something for
Hello.
hope.
You chatted in the
At this
YouTube
point,
chat.
you can keep going. Here comes Ampus trying to give that hope over to the Pioneers.
I
This
think
one
he's
off
on
the
his, like,
backboard.
PC now.
Huge clear out in the mid. Scrub just trying to
Is
keep
he?
it blue side, but
I
CRR,
mean, must be
the
chatted in the
man
YouTube
that
chat,
is
so.
driven
Oh, you stream on YouTube
Complexity
too?
completely in game number
Yeah, how
2
is
is here. Raiseful up
YouTube.
next.
Oh yeah, I forgot when you
CRR
stream through
leaves
YouTube,
this
it goes
one
through
for a
Kick.
shot,
I mean,
and this one
Twitch.
denied.
20 seconds left. And it has been all complexity.
let's see.
Despite a much better start in this game from Pioneers, it has not amounted to much.
I
To
can
do go
appreciate
across the face of Gordon. That very well could have been 4. Amphis looking to try and provide something,
phone,
but he
Dad?
didn't have the ball for long enough to do so. Here we go for
Oh.
Raiseball, who
Oh,
calls
no.
the Pioneers
Dad,
off
you
the
see his
field.
Rocket League? Yeah, Dad really likes the Rocket League
Complexity
RPS,
showing
so.
the Pioneers
Probably like his
who
favorite
is
segment.
boss.
This whole thing.
5 seconds left. You've got
Dad,
a
you see
4-0
that?
lead. Complexity are heading to match
Where to
point.
0? Sheesh.
And just as OCE was starting
Working.
to smile again, was so
Fading
happy. They've
too.
still got power. The rate this is going,
Dad,
they might only have
Complexity
power.
destroyed him now.
Pioneers,
Complexity
it is
literally
all about
Pioneers
getting
like a
something
sandwich,
in.
I don't know.
It really
Eating
just...
them
All they gotta do
Please
is
get a
win
goal.
one more
Please,
and
please
it's
get a
done.
goal.
Just one.
Please get a goal.
You just
If
need
they
something.
sweep-
I mean, at what point?
I
I
doubt
think
it.
we
I
talked
don't-
about it a little bit after game
I
number
doubt
1,
it.
right? You said at what point do you just start throwing yourselves
I mean,
at
I
the
don't
ball?
think that's
I
gonna
say at
happen.
what point do you just
But
start
if it
sending
does,
somebody
it's
up
the
there
first
to
sweep in
demo
the whole
everybody,
entire
Yeah.
break them out of the way, disrupt
Yeah.
that complexity rotation, stop letting them feel comfortable on the field.
Yes.
In Copenhagen?
I do really like that actually as a
First
point
week in
because
Copenhagen.
we've seen teams struggle to do that, and it's sort of developed over the last few years of just we're going to launch our first player. We're not necessarily going to win
Yep,
the ball,
I
it's not
see.
going to play early, but more importantly,
Yeah,
they can steal mid boost,
Look at
they can
this
turn it
sweep,
around,
first sweep
and they can demo somebody
in
from the blind
Copenhagen.
side who is that third man who's trying to do exactly as you mentioned, keep that rotation going. Pioneers, though, they seem almost scared that Complexity's offense is so good that they need all 3 back at all times. And
Yep.
yes, you might
Three
prevent a goal
touches
for a
in that
while,
play.
but you're also kind of stuck here now.
Yeah, I think at some point you have to almost just put more belief in yourself than the other team might have disbelief in you. So in that saying, I'm meaning Casey really
They're still yelling
truly
next
needs
door.
to just be a little bit more confident in sending one
Nice.
person up. And
Let's
honestly,
go.
I believe in Scrub. Send Scrub
Yeah.
up. He looked so good in their last
That's what it
series
sounded like.
offensively. I don't see why he couldn't do it again.
Like next door. They're like, no.
So- Game 3 coming soon. Complexity have scored 8. Pioneers looking for their first. Is this how Pioneers bow out of the tournament? Or can they give some sort of encore and prolong
Let me
the
fix
show?
this light really quickly.
Okay.
Viper looking for Scrub, but as always, that midfield seems to belong to Complexity. Now they take the shot, CRR saves.
That looked so much better than what we've seen in the past. It felt like a genuine opportunity finally for the OCE squad.
There we go.
And here it is, Raise Bull
Now it's just
over
not making
one.
it look like
Fiber
I'm
trying to get the challenge on him. The ball at least
minion.
bounces down and out, but Dorito collecting this ball, trying to take a shot. It's wide, saved over by Amphis, cleared out by Scrub, and the Pioneer counterattack
Before the light
as
was
quickly
making
as
it
it
look like a
starts, it ends.
But the yellow color just looks like
Scrub wanted to launch forward, but
I'm
sees
here
the
to
idea.
safety.
Dorito was already hitting the ball.
like wherever.
See a few
Sort of
demos come
minion sound
through. Scrub prioritized the 100 boost, realizes he couldn't get too much further than that.
You gotta do it through.
Raiseball keeps the play. He actually can't get that afterwards, and he was not far off. There's the follow. I'm sure Raze will be happy enough that it was a goal, but
That's
he wanted
another
the other
goal.
shot in.
Damn.
Oh
Yep,
my
another
goodness,
goal.
Dorito! You've
Blotted.
had so
Hasta
many
la
cleanup
vista,
shots like this
Pioneers.
time and time again, and, I mean, that's a scary
Gotta
person
sell
to
the
have to
scene
defend
now.
against after the
Man,
second shot, but
if they get swept this bad,
Complexity,
it's just gonna be.
early game lead.
I wonder
Every
if that's just
time
gonna
we have
pack
seen them get
Pioneer.
this lead, it has
They're just
felt
gonna-
I mean,
like
everybody.
it is
I
almost
mean, everyone knows that
impossible
Complexity is the
for the
all
Pioneers
over
to
better
catch up.
team anyway.
Kind of that horrible part of this
Probably
job
just
now.
intimidated.
You mentioned the perfect sweep after, half the series, and you have
I mean,
to all right, well,
Delete
surely
XC
it's
was
not.
pretty
But as the
intimidating when they
minutes
faced
ticking
Gen G.
down, I'm getting
Until they
more and
lost.
more worried.
Hey, well, we got the open claws coming up, so hopefully the boys can
9
come
against
back.
them so far from complexity. Up
But
goes
when they got
Amphis.
beat by him,
It's a solid challenge. CRR's got to make
they
a
were
few
pretty
decisions here.
intimidated. All, like
On
all
one
sides,
boost, those
they
decisions
were
are
pretty
not
intimidated.
easy to get right.
So
There's a
we get
50
some
out in the
pioneer
corner here.
very
Fibers touch.
intimidated, which is not
Put
a
a
good
center for
thing.
Amphis, but
if you're
CRR
gonna
is
be
going to
on
go for the
CSC.
challenge on him.
Yep, they're nervous.
Inch to drive this one upfield. Here comes Amphis. CRR takes it away. Going to carry this one out mid. Pioneers looking to slow things down here. 3 minutes, 12 seconds on the clock. You're only leading by 1. It's a little bit more of a dangerous situation to be in, considering the Pioneers have looked so much better than they did in 2 games past. But a huge pinch all the way to the other end of the field. Might not find its way through, but at least it's some breathing room.
Up goes Dorito. Wants to get rid of Fiber. Not going to happen this time around. Pioneers have got the option. Scrub gets to it, but not before Dorito does, who has been so quick throughout this series.
He has looked incredible. This player has been all over, everywhere at once, and looking to
That guy's
do it
name literally
again.
is
Can he
Fiber.
get it? Double.
What the heck?
The raise bull to finish, and Complexity go 2-0.
There's number 10. Complexity are sending a message to
They're
everybody.
not coming back from it now.
They want to make top 8.
No, they're not. My mic's muted though. I'm watching a video.
Be worried.
You have got to be afraid of this team right now. They look so good. Half the game left to go before Complexity can send the Pioneers away out of the event. And another chance in the Swiss.
Off the backboard. Pioneers do get rid of the ball this time around. Emphasis on the chase. CRR can't afford to get dumped on. Does not. Back to midfield to a pre-jumping CRR. There we go. Where's the follow? In comes Dorito. And Amphis will clear.
Here comes CRR from the ceiling past Scrub. Carrying this one down into the corner. Dorito, the myth and the legend right now. Battling it out to keep this ball in the pressure. Continuing CRR from the ceiling. 1 touch, 2 touch. Doesn't quite get the angle. The follow-up from Razebull doesn't find its way through. And Complexity's pressure continues on. Dorito pass over to CRR and it's through.
Game 1 was 4-0. Game 2 was 4-0. Are we about to see the trifecta? Complexity are running roughshod. And 1 minute and 42 left to find a goal for Pioneers.
If there was a way to continue
it's
in
kinda
the
over.
Swiss, it would be through a sweep. You want confidence. This is it. A flicking over. 4-0. Dorito, the man. It is his time to shine.
Dorito has been there every single time on the cleanup. This time, off the kickoff, they've got it. They've outpaced, they've outstyled, they've out-kickoffed. It has been a complete performance for Complexity.
They are them right now. They look so good, so consistent together. It feels like anything that the Pioneers try to do is just not enough to figure them out. And here comes Razebull. Complexity aren't going to stop at 4. They want 5, maybe even 6 if they can. They've got the time to do it.
They might be setting a LAN record so far for the largest victory in a best of 5. They are currently 12 against 0 in this series. I believe we've only had 2 perfect sweeps previously. And that is me thoroughly going off the cuff right now, so I've got all of that right. I will be very happy with myself. CRR with the flip reset.
Oh, wow.
Trying to find yet another goal. So Pioneers, I mean 4-0, this is just not going to happen. This is all about just preventing the wrong sort of history.
It really and truly is at this point. You play your
Yeah,
game, you
they're
go
trying to
out with your
prevent
head held
another
high,
goal being
and you
scored.
do what
They
you
don't
do
want another
best.
goal.
Play some high-level Rocket League all the way
You're
to
right,
the
they're
end.
losing.
Huge save there from
They're
Amphis.
losing. They're
Razebull off the backboard, just trying to slow it down and drop it over to CRR.
But it's 4-0 already? Damn, I looked away for a second. 4-0.
Before
Jeez.
Complexity
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Pioneers,
the
they're trying to
Pioneers.
prevent,
This is brutal.
25.
they're trying to prevent
Yeah.
tragedy now.
Unfortunately, Pioneers getting
Like,
each other's way.
them getting,
Scrub's
like,
the only
so
one left.
badly
Does well
beat.
on the challenge.
And like,
Dang.
Amphis gonna miss
They're trying
that
to
one.
fight for the reputation.
Leaves it off the
Like,
backboard to prevent the perfect sweep. Not
having-
happening from that play. So
and being
one
known as the
final
team
chance,
that
but that
got swept
challenge
by
will
the
not help
zero.
them. The ball
That's
is heading in the wrong
GG's and
direction.
Complexity goes
the
on.
Complexity are
Yeah.
heading in the right one.
And
They
that's a
move
goal.
to
No.
round 5, and they've done it
Damn.
with a perfect sweep.
They prevented
Vamos, that's
the
all
5-0
I've
though.
got to say to this team.
was it.
You have done it, a perfect sweep against this
Perfect
squad.
sweep.
You could not ask.
Are Pioneers like out now or no? How many did they lose so far? Because the major, it's you lose 3 and you're done.
Not half bad.
I think they already lost 2 if I'm correct, right? Or are they done?
Desk was saying previously, this is the one everyone's gonna be afraid of.
The
Anyone
Pioneers
that loses is going to
Done,
not
done,
want them
right?
in the 2-2
Probably.
round.
No, they're on deathbed.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you know
Guys
what?
said
So they lost.
Sometimes
So they lost
Desk
one
can
already.
not
This is
quite,
their
but one
second
thing
loss,
you
so they
can
have
get
one
free
more,
rate.
right?
I think if the
Yes,
coin
guys
goes
said
with
like
you,
they're on
you know
deathbed.
you gotta be
Like,
Okay.
they-
Yeah, they got one more left then.
I think
They're
I
still
think
in it
they were
then.
talking about
I wonder
naming
who they're gonna
the coin at
verse.
some point.
We
We're
gotta give a name to it.
We're waiting for suggestions. Everyone
Yeah.
at home, do you want to hear?
Suggestions in chat. What
Anyway,
name
I'll be
is the
back.
coin?
I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right
That
back.
is, I think, the calmest reaction to
Give me
an
like 5
insane
minutes.
win like that I've ever seen.
Yon, our producers just suggested 50 as the name, by the way. I like it.
That's actually adorable.
I do actually like it. It's complexity. Well, they'll like what they see. Well, they've just. We've spent the last 15 minutes complimenting them, okay? Like, there has been no point where we can.
Show.
We've had no chance to say anything wrong with them. We don't know where the weaknesses are. They were not tested in this matchup.
Which is interesting because a couple of these teams, when it's a match like this that feels so one-sided, headed into their next one, it's a little questionable. It's a question of, do you feel warmed up enough before you head into it? So I would be curious how Complexity feels headed into their last round of the Swiss. But for now, let's take a look at some of our Mobile One high-performance replays, which is basically a Complexity montage.
Yep, it is the showcase.
Basically.
It is what they would love to see. Goal after goal after goal.
Compilation.
Complexity
That's
moving
all
on,
it
and so important that they've done it in the way they did, because it is a long, long day for those teams that are going the whole way. They've got it done in easy fashion, as
what the other
Leafex
team's
is
goals,
waiting over on the stage.
Pioneers got 0 goals.
We're sitting down here with Complexity's own It's a Raise Bull, the man himself. Right off the bat, I gotta know, you guys look confident and clean with that win. Do you feel like you're at the peak?
Que nos ha visto bien durante el game, si creéis que estamos en el peak, digamos.
Yo siento que sí, siento que el equipo está fluyendo bien y nada, toca esperar al siguiente partido.
Yeah, we're feeling good, and we have to see the next games.
Right. I want to ask about the teams earlier. You guys lost to in Swiss, Vitality and K-Corp. Obviously very good teams. Do you feel you're going to be studying the other teams that beat them to get prepared for them in the future, or just focus on your own game?
Bueno, que básicamente tanto Vitality como Carmien han sido muy buenos rivales, pero si vamos a estudiar a nuestros posibles siguientes rivales o si simplemente vamos a focusar en nosotros.
Yo creo que seguiremos con nuestra estrategia, que es lo más importante, hacerlo bien. Y bueno, también hay que ver las debilidades de los demás, así que yo creo que un poquito de las dos.
Both of them, but it's like we have to stick to the game plan and just play as we know.
That's fair enough. Staying locked in is very important. Now, going forward, do you guys feel like you have enough energy? There's another round to play. Do you feel like you still have enough energy going into round 5?
Si crees que tenemos energía suficiente como para ganar la siguiente ronda también.
Yo siento que sí, siento que nuestro equipo como que de un momento a otro puede tener mucha energía, entonces yo creo que sí.
Yeah, we feel like yes, it's like we are a really powerful team.
That's fair. You guys are a very powerful team. I would not want to play against you guys. I'm very curious about this matchup, though, because it looked relatively easier for you guys.
You can translate that too.
Would you have preferred a harder matchup to keep
There's
you
a lot of
warmed up
translation.
going into round 5, or do you like that it was nice and quick?
Que aparentemente es como que ha sido un partido fácil y que si hubiéramos preferido un partido complicado para ya ir calientes al siguiente o así como ha sido.
Yo siento que ya hemos jugado bastante por hoy y bueno, en este momento prefería tener un partido medianamente fácil porque ya jugamos contra Carmine y venimos calentitos.
We feel that today we already have some tough games, so it's fine like this.
Right, okay, that's fair enough. You get a win, you can't really complain anyways, right? So for you guys, as a team, or maybe even yourself,
All right, I'm back.
this is a long track.
I got a donut.
Now Complexity speaking a different
Someone
language.
won over there right now.
Are they?
I heard Luminosity, if you're not watching the B stream there, Luminosity just won. Yeah, that's what we got in. So I could tell by their screams. For you, what is the hardest part of making a long trip for an international LAN?
¿Cuál crees que es la parte más complicada de venir como a una LAN internacional?
Yo siento que es la preparación, porque siento que llegar a una LAN y estar acá es literalmente demostrar lo que venís practicando los últimos 2-3 meses. Y siento que esa es la parte más importante, trabajar día a día.
The hard work that we did every day during the scrims and the trains, and then prove that we are that good during the LAN.
Right, the grind is very difficult sometimes. Either way, you got the win today. Hopefully you get some more. Congratulations on getting that one, and we'll see you in round 5. As I just said, we'll see you in round 5. We gotta go figure out what the next matches are going to be, so we're gonna send you to a quick break. One more round to go. We'll see you soon.
Alright, well not. You probably just play Call of Duty with Cole or whatever. I don't know.
You can. I can't yet.
Oh, then no. How close is yours to being done?
22%.
Oh my gosh. Yikes. Alright, guess we'll wait. Another break to be over. Back in 11 minutes. At least we get dropped. I'd say there's no drops for it. Not yet. I could have predicted Complexity was gonna win. I'm starting a trip. I'll be back soon. That's on a trip now.
Yeah, smoke sounds good. We'll be here.
I honestly might subscribe just so like there's no ads.
Yeah, I hate that too. I'm thinking about subscribing to the RLCS channel. It's like 9 advertisements.
I mean, if I'm gonna be streaming it, might as well, right? Okay, everybody better check out my channel then. I'm muting that. It's probably copyrighted. Razzie.
Yeah.
You could have got copyrighted there.
What for the song?
Yeah. It was like. Yeah, copyright. Alright, and turn off. There we go.
Hey everyone, welcome to Caster Clash. We're gonna figure out who's really better, NA or EU. Our first game is called Pin the Tail on the Goat. Ooh. Goat reveal.
North America, duh. Oh wait, no, Brazil.
What is that? Did you make that?
No, I did not. The rules are simple. If you've
Ah,
ever
Turbo.
been to a party, pin the
He's the
tail on
goat.
You got a tail, you pin it on the goat, and the closest wins. Let's begin with the tall people. You're gonna put a blindfold on, but the enemy team is going to spin you. You have to
Spin it,
do
spin it.
a spin.
There we go, we're gonna spin.
Let it rip.
Oh god. Toodaloo. Stop.
What are they doing? Pin the tail on the dirt?
This is very hard, and I'm kind of
Good.
scared 'cause we're on
You're
a
good.
bridge.
You're good. Where's the goat?
That's fantastic.
There.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Have I
All
smashed
right.
it? Can I go
Take
mask
off your
off?
blindfold. What do you think?
I'll give it in the side of a mustache.
Yeah. All right. Team first touch is up.
All right.
Yeah,
You spin it. I'm gonna be brutal.
Wait, I couldn't even see it.
And spin.
Oh, do I got a sticker?
Yeah, I'll give you a
Did you see the goat?
Yeah, the goat.
Sticker. There you go.
I couldn't see it after that.
Other way around. Yeah, you got it. You figure it out. Okay, go.
All right.
That's over here. Over here, this way.
Go
That's
down.
over here. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm right by the board.
I want to put it on your head so
I'm right by
bad.
the board.
You're good. You're good.
No, you're bad. You're bad.
Oh, you're
That's not
getting
great.
Just a little bit up.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just like where it is. I just like where it is.
Wait, where did I?
Okay. Next round, Cole is up.
Bruh.
Are you ready?
Bruh.
Are you ready to get spun?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Spinning me.
Spinning.
Oh my goodness. I'm not ready anymore. I'm not ready anymore. I'm not looking. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay.
There you go.
Right,
You're
remember
done.
this.
Whoa. All
okay.
right. Have some fun. Thanks.
Follow the sound of my voice.
I think. Get to the whiteboard. I'm meant to get the whiteboard.
Wait, that's a good spot. That's a really good spot. Yeah, put that.
Yes. Oh yes. Good.
Place it on his stomach.
All right, first touch, you're up.
Okay.
You ready to get spun?
All right.
Spin him real good.
Oh man. This is.
Yo, stop spinning my man!
Oh no. He's got aimbots on. He's like a robot. You're so close. You're so close. Oh, it's close. It's so close. Who wins? Who do you reckon wins, mate? Who do you reckon wins,
He
mate?
spun me 25 times.
You had it and she moved the board! Yes! I got it, it's on film.
All right, little recap. Red is an A, blue is EU. Blue is closer. Blue wins.
We lose that one, I guess, off some terrible hosting. Okay, let's go. Next one.
They're 1v1ing what?
Yo, Beast Mode, here's trash.
Pro versus pro. Daniel versus
So
Beast
bad,
Mode.
bro. Holy. You're
Yo,
fun.
Beast Mode, you're trash.
Check this out.
Yeah, that's Daniel.
Oh. Oh.
You're not good, bro.
You're not good,
Wait,
bro.
this is the goal. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, what a goal. What a goal.
That did.
Nice bump.
It was a good bump. Do you think either of them people like over the microphone trash talk, or is this?
Of course, Abject's watching.
Oh yeah, no, these two trash talk each other a lot.
Okay.
If they get each other in teams, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ah, nice try.
Watch, he's gonna call out his mistakes. I wouldn't have went to
Wait,
first
watch.
man there because.
Aw, man.
Daniel, that's right.
Shot on me.
Yeah, watch, like apparently Jack's probably calling out their mistakes.
Wait, hold up.
I would have went as first man there because I'm better.
Oh. Oh. Bro, get off the ball, man.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh.
That's gosh. Holy, dude.
Oh my. Fake? Oh my god, he's so scared. Bro.
Wow.
Get off. Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Nah, wait, I guess the score.
Yeah?
Oh.
Oh, wait, he missed?
Oh.
Oh. Brother.
Brother. Oh
Alright,
my
it's all good, it's all
goodness.
good.
He scored.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
oh
right.
my god, what a shot.
Oh, Dan is actually right on it now. Daniel does not want to lose this.
Yeah. Oh,
He's going to.
Yeah, that's it. That's game.
I'm telling you, Abjack was calling out his mistakes. He's like, I wouldn't have went there. Yeah. I'm telling you. Razzie,
Complexity versus Genji.
Razzie, how much you want to bet? Like, apparently Jack was calling out Daniel's mistakes.
He was probably.
I would have pushed up there. Yeah, I would have just pushed mid. I could probably. You're just that kind of guy. I don't know.
So Genji, wait, did they lose any other games? So far they lost against Furia. So they still have 2 games, right? To lose. Or did they lose against a team that I don't know about?
No, I don't think that Genji's lost yet. I mean, they got pretty close to losing.
Alright.
Yesterday, but
So they have 2 more. They have 2 more losses then, because they got beat by Furia. So that means that they have 2 more they need to lose to be out. So if they beat Complexity, they're chilling. If they lose, then it's 1 more game.
And also,
then they're adios.
we're hoping that most of these teams get knocked out because
Well, everybody's
we're hoping that most of the teams stay in because then they don't have to face us in lowers. That's what me and Sky were hoping. Because like if they get knocked out, if Gen G gets knocked out, for example, they're gonna have to face us in lowers.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're gonna be facing them.
Oh.
If like any of these NA teams gets knocked all the way out, like Zen's team, Vitality, if they lose, they're literally gonna be facing us. Yes.
You do realize no. But you do realize if any of these teams, like whoever wins this major, right? Then the open qualifiers is April something. So any team like Gen G or whatever, they're just gonna play in that to get back to the top again.
Yeah, so basically we're gonna be facing Gen G and like Vitality.
Not specifically Gen G. Maybe we will, but our team we need to beat is Luminosity. That's what we need to beat.
Oh yeah, Luminosity.
That was the team we struggled against. Gen G, the boys could have beat them if they actually were like, we're gonna win. So basically, the team we would need to destroy that we had trouble against Luminosity. We didn't have trouble against any other team really.
Well, Gen G. Are you sure that we didn't struggle that much with Gen G?
No. Not at all.
Kinda did. How close is the Call of Duty to being done?
Yeah, I wanted to be. It's on 27%. My bet on that's going like really slow. I don't know why. I just want to, streak up, in the Call of Duty Cold War, But no,
Bruh.
bet on that says no, we're not allowed. Oh.
The frick?
What's wrong with your BattleNet? I don't know.
Bruh.
Why don't you get it on Steam? I ain't paying for the game again on Steam. Only gonna charge me $69. Yeah, it's like 13. It's like cutting in and out my download speeds. I don't like that.
Costs less than BattleNet?
The game on BattleNet currently is. Let's actually good question. Let's see. Cold War.
Oh, see, if Daniel was actually trying, he probably could have beat him.
Round 4 in the book. 6 teams remain. Only 3 spots left in the playoffs. Round 5. Moments from getting underway here. We will complete our Swiss here within the next few hours and have our playoffs set for when fans start crashing in the doors tomorrow morning. I'm excited for it. Welcome back to Copenhagen, folks. The major continues to roll on. And we've seen some, would you call either of the games that just happened an upset?
No.
No?
Honestly,
Luminosity over
you
OG?
don't think Luminosity over OG?
You picked Luminosity.
I think that was more of a momentum pick. I think it was a coin flip.
Yeah?
It's like, sure, maybe Luminosity.
Wait, no, we actually know this. Wait, what did Coin pick on that one?
That's true. I don't know. It was on B-Stream.
It was on B-Stream. We didn't flip that coin.
But Complexity, obviously, they completely handled business. What was it? 4-0? 4-0.
4-0, and there was a 4-0 to end that one.
So, like, I mean, we knew they were huge favorites coming in, and Complexity is one of those teams from this 1-2 round that I think no one wanted to match up with it in the 2-2 round, which we'll get to in a bit. But Pioneers, they were out of it 2 minutes into game 1.
Yeah, I was trying to think of, like, can I justify? No, I can't fight against that. That was pretty quickly over.
Coin had OG. So the coin also got it wrong.
Coin's stupid. Honestly.
Coin has been very bad.
The coin's very far back.
Coin is losing by a long shot right now. Which so good job, humanity. Everyone, our collective consciousness and chat and every individual consciousness all beating literal chance right now.
That's good.
Listen, that means I get paid to do
I do
something.
appreciate in every single sheet we've got, by the way, it's called literal coin. It's not just coin.
I'm just
literal
happy
coin.
because if the coin was winning,
Okay,
then
Team
we're all
BDS.
fired. Because like, what's the point?
3-1.
At that point. At that point, we would all just start flipping coins.
Guys, look at this.
Make our predictions here. Here's what went down in round 4 on the alternate
Who,
side there.
what?
BDS taken down.
Yeah.
G2
Wait, what am I looking at?
Successfully beating Rule
Team
1
BDS,
in Game 5.
3-1 G2.
And Luminosity sending their friends and rivals OG
Monkey
home.
Moon.
OG's story does end here in the Swiss. On the main stream, we had 3 other matches. that
Yeah,
were
that's
excellent in
that's
their
crazy.
own rights.
Then Power.
And we're going to talk about those as well. We'll give you some recaps
Okay,
of how these
Luminosity
went down
won.
as well. The only 3-0 we had was
Luminosity won.
Complexity in that perfect
Carmine
sweep
Corp,
over QT Pioneers.
3-1
But Carmine Corp
Gen G, I
versus
remember
Gen
that.
G Mobile 1 was also pretty strong. Falcons versus
Gen G
Vitality,
lost
great
today.
match.
That's their second loss. Okay, so if they lose against Complexity,
Very
they're
true.
adios,
Falcons,
amigo.
Vitality,
Yeah.
Vitality, they're in the 2-2
Yeah.
round. I don't think many teams, or
Team
many
Falcons
people
Apparently,
expect
Justin
Vitality.
has to-
Everyone
Falcons
is
won,
saying
I remember that.
because of
retire
Europe,
after
they're
that
so
one.
good on land.
Complexity
They've been so
3-0.
good, and Vitality back-to-back land champions. That even though they
Yeah,
didn't
even the Falcons
perform
beat
that well through the
Vitality.
online stage,
Sucks.
that they would still make it at least through the
Right.
3-1 round.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Zen?
this has been
Damn.
a bit of a surprise. I know there was a bit of time.
Zen
between,
is-
live events that we
Zen
had,
is
but
washed.
this is not
Guy
the same
said like
Vitality
Zen
anymore.
is literally
And-
just not
And
playing
it's
on
not
his
the
best.
same world, to be fair as well. Mina and Sam, obviously Falcons
I
and
mean,
Fury
that's
are
kind of
really
usually how it is
playing
at
well
lands, you
to
know?
knock
Everyone's
some
like
of these
at the
elite
comfort
teams
of their
down.
home,
Well,
you know, and
let's
then
take
they
a
go to
look at
lands,
a walk
and
back
they're
to
like,
round
you know.
one here on the main stream here. Let's start with the match we just watched, Complexity versus the Pioneers here. And I mean, it was obviously a very one-sided affair, as about as one-sided as it could possibly
All right,
be.
let's
Does
get
this
into it.
spell
Oh, that's the replay. I'm like, wait, we
good
started
momentum for
already?
Complexity, or is this maybe kind of false momentum? They're feeling more comfortable than
No,
they should.
it's
going
a
into that round
really, really long day for especially for the teams and for
Imagine.
the players.
No,
The easier
sometimes
you
they
can
do
have
do
that
that.
round, the
They go
less of
straight
the fatigue you're going to be feeling.
This is
Because
the
it is
second
getting
time
late
they're
at this
showing
point.
this.
Like these players
montage.
will start feeling it, but for Complexity, they got
Yeah,
it. They got
literally.
the job done. They were
Boom.
just enjoying it by the end.
And that's
Bang.
the good part. You really don't want to get hyped
All
up
the
so
highlights.
much in this series because
Pioneers
you only
got
have so
no
much
goals,
energy
so they can't
throughout
show
the day.
their
We've been
goals.
here for what, 8 hours plus at this point. The players have been here practicing or playing throughout the day, so to have just a nice clean win, they can conserve that energy and get ready for their next opponent. But Complexity, they got the job done. I think again after day one and seeing what Fury
Got him
was doing,
swept
I
up.
think everyone's like, all right, Complexity, maybe you're better than we thought, and they have proved that now in the 2-2 round.
I just need to see better from OCE2, man. OCE2's really got to pick up their gameplay. They're looking good. Carmine versus Genji. EU #1 going up against Gibbs, de facto NA #1. And Genji did start off hot, and it was a highlight for the Fiesta.
This is the best, though, I think North America has looked the
Nice job.
entire tournament. Gen G competed versus K-Corp, and that is good to see.
Nice
First
replay.
Killer had some great moments. At the end of the day, K-Corp like, that pinch is just nuts. That's more luck than anything, but
Whoa,
still,
look at that pitch.
Gen G competed. That is a
Damn.
good sign going into the
That
2-2
pitch
round.
was
Especially
insane.
against Carmine, because I feel like a very frequent sentence we say over in
you
Europe when
just-
teams play against
just a lot
KC
of it.
is, okay, they didn't show up. We always say about teams because KC are so good at making teams they play look bad. So if that is what they were doing against them, that is
incredible.
fantastic to hear.
Incredible shot by
Like,
Rise. That's why
these
he
are really
comes back
nice
on the
clips.
finish. He needed to bust out the mechanics, and that's exactly
Right,
what he
look at
did. Gen G, they didn't have enough sauce left in the tank.
Yeah.
Not enough oil left.
Hit him with the
within the gas
Flip
chamber
reset.
to get the job done.
Oh, wow.
Their gas chambers.
Yeah.
This was,
Gas tank
so I'm
right
reading something on Call of Duty. Remastered maps and the Vargo 52 are coming back to Black Ops. But that was 2022. That was 2 years ago. But they brought back so many remastered maps.
Just going out and win, Shogun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Vitality, they look solid in this one. This was much better than what we've seen from them previously.
Yeah, Clears
but
is good
Falcons
too.
needed to
They're
answer
all
that
good.
question,
I mean,
because I
you
didn't
know.
get a chance to see the gentlemen's
Pass.
matches they had. I was over casting at the time. When you hear 3-0
They're popping off.
against Europe #4, it's like, okay.
Yeah, like there were some
Vitality
games where
good, but surely
Vitality
not
was doing
that
insanely
good. There has to be a
well,
step
and
up
then
on
they just.
performance. Apparently not. Apparently Gentlemen's might
Yeah, and then
actually
they
be
would
the
lose
best
that
team.
same game.
They might be
Yeah.
that game 3 goal to tie it at
same
0 was huge.
set.
That trap to the dribble, the 1v1 plays, but
But you know how easy it is in Rocket League games to, like, you know, have to skill their ass to just say, okay, they're going for demos. Okay, well, let's go for demos. Oh, they're going for bump play. All right, let's bump. You know, they're playing.
Guys probably
play
heated
fast.
about that.
The whole entire time throughout. Quality
Probably.
wins and even a quality
Because
loss in and of
then,
itself. So Falcons
like,
are going
Vitality
into
actually
tomorrow.
lost
I believe who they play.
3-1
KC to
against
start
Falcons.
off the, I don't know if it starts off the day, but start off their run for being the
Rip in the
Copenhagen Major
chat.
Champions. It ain't gonna be easy.
We'll
They're all
see,
heated
folks.
about
We got
that.
a lot of competition happening out here. For some,
Zen's
we
team
got
freaking lost
people
3-1
teams trying to be the
against
Copenhagen Major
What
champion,
is
but we got
Falcons,
casters
like,
trying to be
doing?
the prediction champion. We gave you an update.
Hey,
on
think
how
about
that
it
was
like this.
going
My team,
earlier. Let's
Furia,
give you an
in the
update
last
now.
the last
Congratulations to
major,
Herc sitting on
they
top
they
right
lost.
now,
Like Furia was
alone at
gone,
25
right?
out
And
of,
now
I
look.
believe, a possible 32 matches.
No, we
They got
no,
points.
20,
30,
30, I think.
30, 28, 30, something like that, somewhere around there. Nearly
Yeah,
perfect.
Falcons.
Very, very well done.
So apparently the casters have points.
Okay,
Chat?
Base sitting one ahead of chat right now.
Listen, me and Chad are having a pretty good day in my estimation. But I think I
Of course,
started off
everyone
at 10, Chad
votes
started off at 9.
Rocket League.
We're doing pretty good. We just seem to can't catch up with everybody else.
So I knew Herc was cooking because in the first power rankings we
So
talked
chat
about it. She
means
had G2 at
prediction.
8.
Okay.
And where are they right now? They're in that
Chat
2 and 2
Yeah,
round,
predictions.
So Herc
Yep.
knows more than all of us right now.
And shout out to the
This
coin
is
as
what
somehow
chat
being
is.
under
You guys
50%.
know.
That is a weighted coin that we apparently have.
I
'cause
mean, I guess that's Wavefunk's fault, partially.
that is. I think
I'm not the
you-
only one
Wait, were
flipping
you
coins out
scared
here.
of the
I feel
coin
like you
being
should let
able
me
to
flip
beat
the coin this time around.
And I'm
No,
gonna
you know
bet
what? No, I'm riding with the coin the whole way.
Probably complexity. Yeah, complexity probably
It's
won.
not gonna be. I'm just here protecting it, okay? Everyone's chastising
see,
it.
I
And
don't
it's
know.
just a simple matter
And he's
of
got
inertia.
long arms, so T-Bates is never going to reach that.
I keep on, my whole
I don't know
goal.
why you're making short jokes.
My goal on this show is just to be on the top row. At this point, I'm realizing that
Yeah.
alphabetically, that doesn't like, almost
No,
doesn't
no,
matter.
you're not. You're not.
On
on
the
Well,
the
last
because Reggie, I'm
match,
gonna be
if
on
it
the
had gone
casters.
OG, I would have been
Be
tied
on
up with a whole
myself.
bunch of other people and still been on the bottom row.
So Major 2, your name is going to be period
Anybody's
Wavefunk,
game.
so
Yeah,
that
exactly.
You know,
we've
so
had
some-
a
lot.
Where'd the coin
Can
go?
It's over here.
can they beat them?
He's a magician. You know? He's just
Right, they could probably beat up the casters though, in terms
You're
of
way more competitive than I was expecting this to
voting.
be.
No, because I started flipping the coin. I think he took
There
a
you
little,
go.
took a little offense.
He was taking offense every time someone would touch the
Everyone
coin.
kept coming up being like, "You're flipping it wrong." I'm like, "Stop talking."
He's caught every single one.
flipping the
That
coin.
is impressive.
Yeah, get in front of a camera and flip a coin.
That is
and-
better than what we got because James
But
I think
there
he's
you
the
go.
only person to have dropped the coin so far, and I thought it was going to smash
Beat
into
all
it.
the points.
It was the very first flip of the entire
all the
tournament as
coins.
well.
That shows you he didn't rehearse.
Found a
you
meme
gotta
of
break
my-
it.
watching that
Maybe
video.
that's why the coin is so off, because
Maybe.
yours is broken on the B stream over there.
I like this theory. I like the theory that B Stream's
know why
coin
it's
is the
your
one.
coin,
That's my
Make
coin
it
now.
sense,
I'm taking
folks.
that back with me.
Let's talk about the Swiss. Let's show you the matches we have for round 5, folks. There's some doozies. On each of these matches, a team is going home. A team is advancing to the playoffs. We've got Power playing G2. We've got Luminosity going up against Vitality. And Complexity coming off of a perfect sweep. They now get to go through Gen G.
The storylines just write themselves. Imagine OC's first top 8 in forever, and it's against the NA #1. That would be insane. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say something. There's a chance that not a single team from North America makes it into the top 8, and I don't want to see that dimensional storyline happen. That is not going to happen because at least one of the teams got to win.
Like,
So-
if that happens, Bates, I think you should just take a flight home early.
Listen, I'll be
honestly.
near airport with
Pioneers
them.
eliminated. You can see it.
But
Kraken
to be
still
fair,
like
like Luminosity, Vitality, like
Yeah,
we just saw
Luminosity-
Luminosity play, you know, maybe back-to-back games or some momentum there,
they
but
come back, though.
that is the one you didn't want is Vitality. And then, of course, Gen G versus Complexity. When you come down from the 2-1 round, we talked about it. No one wants Complexity. Gen G, they did look good against K-Corp, but Complexity is heating up.
How many teams have successfully gone 0-2, and then come out and made it to playoffs? Didn't you have a stat on that, Gibbs, at some point?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah,
It's been a long day.
It's not that high. It's also not that high for teams that have been 2-0 and kind of been eliminated. So Gen G would not want that history.
Ooh, but there's a chance though, because there's one team. If there's one team from last year that Gen G used to compete against, it was that Complexity squad when they were NA with AJG. Swapped it for Dorito now. Could be close.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes, folks. Now, we do have all of our matches happening still on 2 streams, but one of those streams is going to be ending here pretty quickly, folks, because there's only 3 matches left. So we're going to play 1 match on the alternate stream. The other 2 matches are going to happen here on the main stream. You're going to want to have this action pulled up in front of you. So these are the 3 matches we will have, and I believe we're going to be starting things off there at the top with G2 versus Power. No, G2 versus Power is the one that's happening on the alternate stream, I believe. That's how. So this top one here is the alternate stream match. The other 2 are the matches that will be happening here on the main stream.
Yeah, it's gonna be good matches here. G2 Strike going up against Power, Vitality versus Luminosity, and I will say if
Yeah.
G2
I'm here.
and
Sorry about that.
Vitality both sweep both of their matches, then there's a
My
chance
game's at
for all
32%.
EU top 4.
Nice.
So it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah,
all 4
slowly
EU
going up.
Johnny has gone back to the hotel, I believe.
That's
But I
very
believe he will
Tyler's
come all the way
waiting
back
until
over
Ramsey's
if
Cold
that's
War's
what
done.
happens.
All right, well, let's start
And
with the
watching
match
RLCS.
we're going to be featuring first. That will be the one at the bottom, actually. Complexity versus Gen G Mobile One Racing.
Oh,
By the
look,
power of the
First match
megabytes
of
per
the
second.
round 5 for the mainstream.
And the first
All right, let's
question
get
Look,
into
look,
it.
look,
Let's
that
go.
jetpack.
advantageous to
Extra
play
jetpack.
I bet
back-to-back
I
games
wouldn't be
here.
surprised if
Now, we saw
Complexity
Complexity,
wins.
They just played
I wouldn't be surprised.
4-0.
Bro, they're doing it again.
4-0. It wasn't even close. They get to play back-to-back. Gen G
The
spent a
brotherhood.
lot of time in the back room,
Get
so
to it, you're gonna land.
momentum, does that matter right now, or it just comes down to the skill of the players?
That's an excellent question, Gibbs, because this could be the first time this whole entire first 2 days
these
where a
guys
team
again.
plays back-to-back,
Yep.
and that's
Yep.
what they're accustomed
That's-
to when they play
yep.
Swiss online. So,
That's Red Bull.
given that momentum and given how we usually say
I think he likes
for the
Red Bull.
grand finals at least that the team who's
This was a
coming
great
right in
idea.
has the most amount of
Yeah.
momentum, has
Yeah.
the greater chance
that's
of winning
this is a great
Complexity.
idea.
If there's a chance to beat Gen G, they have the best chance right now.
And that is true. Players do say that
Grim for
more
Con-
often than not, so we always put
Grim
the
for
1
Red
seed. They'll play the back-to-back games if it's on that final day.
Hey,
so
that fat guy may be drinking Red
players
Bull.
generally, but I think a lot of players are kind of back and
Red Bull
forth
gives
on
you
it.
wings.
It depends on the day. Just lost, and then they'll change their opinion on it. And also, though, we don't see a lot of streams where we're playing 8 to 9 matches on it as well. So these players have been here for 8
Can't
hours
hear you
plus.
because it's
so
loud
the
where I am.
fatigue is going to be a We're gonna factor. get a heart. Have we got like a rotation on this? Is he going to get?
How much you have to
We
call?
gave the hearts earlier. No. 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 He is Oh, that's dead locked
Oh,
in.
here we go.
Locked in.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Tournament
Do it.
coming in before the show right now for Dorito.
He waved.
Dorito.
As it should, because
Nah.
listen, he don't want to be on no highlight
Oh, he
reels.
doesn't
Let's see if he does
missing
it.
no balls or losing a game. He wants to be on the other side winning.
Cameraman
and
He
waiting
making
doesn't
tomorrow.
want to be the excuse, right? We all talk about that roster move. There was a
He's
lot of
like, "Stop
question
looking at
marks
me,
with
cameraman.
Complexity,
Stop
but
looking at
Dorito
me."
has performed pretty well here.
They're looking strong right now, but
Wave.
again, coming off of a sweep over the Pioneers.
Wave to the
that
camera.
prime
Throw a
them
dab in there.
for their opponents,
on,
or will it
dab, do
actually maybe
something.
give them some confusion?
Come
as
on.
again, Gen G on the other side here. They didn't want to be in this spot, but here they are. No
What?
one wants to be in round 5, but you have to
didn't do
figure it
anything.
out.
Wow, he literally wasn't looking. He's like, bro, I need to beat Gen
All
G.
momentum on one side and no
Oh,
momentum
Jack was
at all
best.
on the other side. But for Gen G, I don't think they've
He's
looked bad
probably
in
just
any
thinking
of
they
their
need to
losses.
beat
They've
Gen
just come
G.
against
That's
very,
what he
very
needs to do.
strong competition.
It's chronic.
So I'm
It's killer.
not really all that worried for them at this moment in time. They
contemplating.
should be completely fine with this. They've been very professional throughout
It's
these
gonna
sort of
be a good
situations
game.
before, and then had to talk to each other and
It's
get
gonna be insane.
things that are wrong
Yep.
fixed.
Hope
When
Gen
you're
G wins
2-0,
though,
you
because
have a lot of
you know,
advantages because
I do
you only
like
have
the
to win
team,
one
but,
and you have 3 lives.
you know,
But
I
you
gotta
have to play
represent
tougher
America.
opponents. That is what has happened to Gen G. They lost 2 lives against quality
F
Probably
Gen
opponents.
Gen
They
G.
lost to
I'm not
Furia.
putting Gen G.
They lost to
Yeah.
K-Corp. Might be the 2
Let's
best
see.
teams here. Who knows? That's a lot of people's finals if they had the choice. But the worst part for them is, all right, normally
Why
then,
vote for
because you're coming
Complexity? I'll take
through
it.
the 2-1 round, you get an easier matchup out of the 1-2, but
True
they
that.
got the hardest opponent here. They have an insane run to possibly make
Why
it,
vote for
because if
Complexity, so
they lose, everyone's
you
going to
like-
be like, oh, Swiss, you know, it's just because Gen G, they had a tough
Then
road while
some.
G2's getting the Mickey bracket. So Gen G, though, they don't care about that. They just know what's in front of them. They have to take down Complexity. They're on their last life. That's all that matters.
And if they're going to win, they need to rely on FK. He started performing really, really well against K-Corp. Abjack was pretty solid as well. Got need Chronic to step up, but really it all comes down to FK. That's why they picked him up, to beat teams such as this. Beat a team like Complexity. I know they've had a tough run today, but to make it a Saturday, you got to beat tough teams sometimes. There's no excuses to be made.
I mean, this is a huge opportunity as well for North America. I mean, we
Right.
sort of harped on the fact that, yes,
See if
there's a
they can do
chance
it.
here that none of the teams get through. There's never a chance that 3 teams get through, and they have a very dominant overall bracket for themselves. This is a good chance to start that off. I don't quite know where they are on the B stream in terms of that one getting kicked off, but Gen G, I think, are a very good pace set for the rest
I
of the
love
region.
the hopium you're giving the Luminosity fans right now.
I feel like I've not been around you guys long
I
enough to
think
have
I
that
wanna
like
vote-
hope beaten
continue
out
to
of
vote
me
in
just
chat.
yet. So I'm kind of like you guys maybe
Never mind.
a month and a half ago.
Hey, some upsets have happened. There's some momentum behind that Luminosity team. They've won 2 in a row there. We'll see, but we'll talk about that in the future, folks. Don't forget to get your votes in chat. #COL, #GGM1. And we are getting closer and closer to these teams kicking off and ready to go. So we will make our predictions up here, give you the list of who we think is going to win. Does anybody have the bravery to predict Complexity? Are you thinking it is Complexity maybe.
I would have picked Complexity if it wasn't against Gen G, I think.
Okay.
Like, possibly. It depends. Like, if they played G2, sorry, Bates, I'm probably picking Complexity. But Gen G looked pretty good versus K-Corp. They've looked good throughout this tournament. I do think they are the best North American team. I've said that since the beginning. I'm going Gen G.
K-Corp
I've gone Gen G on this one. I hope I went Gen G anyway, because I'm saying something that is not entirely correct. But Gen G, I think, are the stronger team. Yeah, okay, I remember my own pick. So that is usually a very good sign from the start. I think they've had a very tough run to get to this point, and
they literally lost,
but Complexity wants to look. It's hard to tell off Pioneer's game. I really did not learn anything about them.
That's when I know you're back at home because, listen, you're not the first one in. You're definitely not the last one out. So let me give you something right now. Gen G Mobile One Racing is not going to win this. Give me Complexity. I'm going against NA right now because Complexity used to be in NA, and they're looking better at the moment.
Because they used to be in NA?
No. I'm saying they used to be in NA. But in terms of the actual gameplay, I do think Complexity's been really solid. I think the Bulls have been one of the best players of the tournament. I think they're hot now. They're figuring it out right when they need to. And Gen G, they haven't shown me enough on offense, Gibbs. They do it every once in a while, but their offense simply hasn't been good enough to give me the confidence to say you could beat Complexity right here, right now.
But Bates, if you are right, you are going to set the stage for a possible 0 teams in NA.
Well, I don't have to worry about that. I got G2 still left.
That's what are you doing?
I do think Gen G's got this one. I think First Killer's looking pretty strong. I do think that the match that Complexity just played against the Pioneers will mean they start off slow here. So I think Gen G will get a head start there, and it
What's
will
the coin got?
And Complexity is blue on the coin here, and it's going to be Gen G for them. So we'll see.
Where's chat going?
Yeah, how does chat feel about it, folks? We got a lot of Gen G love on the desk and from the coin there. And from chat. And from chat.
I say something to chat. Chat, if you get it right, you tie me. But if you get it wrong, you're down by 2. Don't choke.
They're not going to change their vote now, folks. The games are ready. We should be getting into them here momentarily. Complexity versus Gen G Mobile. Only one of these teams can advance to our playoffs in Copenhagen. It's time to find out.
You're actually the votes that you do right there for the predictions. It actually is.
Here we go, 2-2 in the Swiss to make it to the playoffs in Copenhagen. And we have an inter-regional matchup. Complexity
let's get into
Gen G.
This is an insane matchup.
Will Gen G be eliminated?
Hot takes galore.
Hopefully.
Coming off an insane win, but they've got probably one of the biggest giants in NA to face off against.
Yeah, Gen G, they started so well, but things have slowed down somewhat since then, and now they find themselves 2-2. It's so difficult just to get to this stage in the Swiss, but getting through is even more difficult. Dorito, though, is getting through their defense.
He's gonna go for mustard.
Randy, I was like, if he scores that.
Oh, wait, let's go, Dorito.
Let's go.
Gonna eat some Doritos.
I kind of want to clip that, because I was like,
The musty pass? That was insane. Into a low 50? Damn. Release the paper dragon.
Let me clip that. There we go.
Coming off the back of a Pioneer's jaunt. Now they face the bigger boys of Gen G players who have done it all. 2 of the 3 have won a major. First Killer, of course, has come so close. They have to put him to the sword. Complexity with the start of their dreams in game number 1. And here's CRR again, the man who brought Dorito over to South America. Racebull leaves that one after taking the boost. And Dorito comes in. Racebull tracking around the back, not letting Gen G out for now, but apparently Jack does get through. CRR goes long, but it's a great start for Complexity.
One thing I will say, though, is there's a huge amount of respect that's got to be put onto Gen G. They are probably some of the most level-headed players when it comes to LAN, and especially First Killer. I've been waiting to see what this squad was going to look like on LAN. Obviously, they've done incredibly. Granted, it's probably not the exact result they would have hoped for coming into the Swiss, but if there's somebody that's going to thrive in a last pressure situation, it could be them.
Yeah, you would expect so. Complexity on the other side. They're so used to battling. They've had to do it all season long for Furia. They got that win against them in the grand finals at the start, but since then they've been second best, but they do not want to be second best in this competition. Chronic can't get that one forward, so CRR can slow things down for a second. Fakes it out for Dorito. These two have been playing together for years now across regions. Chronic, he gets a chance, double tap, he shoots, Razebull gets it away.
There we go. No, that's not good.
That should be the equalizer, and it is.
There you have it. This is classic Gen G. Chronic going up for anything, but if it doesn't find its way through, you can always expect the quick follow-up, and none other than from the star of Gen G, Abjack. giving Genji their
I
time.
love how that got scored on and they're fist bumping.
It is the first major instead of
Oh.
GG. They won the full last season, so will they see
Think
this
about
one
it,
as
you
theirs
gotta
to
keep
claim as well?
positive,
They
you
had
know what I
their
mean?
struggles in the Swiss
Because if
last
they
time
like,
around,
if they
that
start saying,
famous
oh,
loss to
we're gonna
oxygen.
lose, blah blah, they're
They
just
were
gonna do
just
bad. So if they
absolutely
keep the positive, they'll
obliterated,
do really
Nolly
good.
staring into the camera. Now they have First Killer instead, and the three of them are fighting, but Chronic and Dorito, they go forwards. First Killer's touch is
Flip
not
reset,
ideal.
ceiling,
Something loose,
shuffle.
it fall to his
Let's
raise
go.
ball. Chronic, thankfully for Genji, was on the
Oh
backboard.
wow, that's bad.
Pressure's not going to stop there, although Genji is trying to make it so. Jack carrying this one down. No boost in the tank on this one. Gives Complexity a little bit of time here to try and start the counter. And half the game left here in our first one of this best of 5, which I think is going to be a lot longer than most people might be anticipating.
Yeah, I can see us going all the way here. Of course, it's going to just cranking up the pressure second by second. Raise ball. We'd love to get the lead back for Complexity of a good couple of touches in the center there. CRI is going to get hold of this ball. Complexity so far doing well for boost, matching Genji for pace. Definitely not a difference in ability between these two teams. Still going to be who could perform better on the pitch on the day.
Passing it to him.
Nice big clear here. Chronic's got the beat on this one, but CRR wants to challenge. Makes 2, raise bull up into the sky, and there's CRR. Gonna try and drive this one over to the backboard. First Killer just barely in time to make a slight connection with this ball, but Complexity's pressure isn't gonna stop. 2 touches, try and make another center here, and it's First Killer. The one that I think most people are waiting to see wake up. An attempted pass gets disrupted by Complexity, but Genji continue on.
Apparently Jack almost the ceiling pinch would have been sublime, and he wraps around the ball again. Raise ball. He sends it long. CRR's waiting in the center. Chronic gets that one away. A real battle in game number 1 as expected. First Killer. He goes to the backboard. Can't quite get the second on target, and apparently Jack couldn't get there in time.
That was such a great play. Honestly, something very similar to what I saw Complexity doing in their last series. So the fact that both of these teams got somewhat similar strats going on right now could be something to note, but tied game for now as we head into this last minute.
Raiseball takes a touch. First Killer's beneath him. Flip reset, not quite on this occasion. Dorito and Raiseball, and CRR dives in as well. This is dangerous until CRR comes away with the ball. I think he was okay with not necessarily scoring there, just not messing up completely and conceding.
And Demo coming out from Complexity. Raiseball, soft touch there from CRR. Immediately gets sent back. Chronic's going to be the one to follow it through. He's got a flip. He's going to use it. No follow-up to continue on, and Complexity start the counter.
Apparently Jack should be able to get this boost, and the ball he does. Raiseball forces it into the center. Massive demo comes in from CRR, who can't quite get round it again.
There was a small bump on that one too, which is showing the sheer level of aggression that Complexity are willing to place onto the Genji defense just to break through. But for now, they got to play defense of their own. Pass over to CRR, fakes the touch. This one driven forward. Raiseball up next. Chronic with a soft save on it, and the demos again continue to come out from this squad. 6 seconds left on the clock for this one. Can anybody find a last-second goal? It's Abjack with a clear. Dorito sends this one up into the sky towards the backboard. Chronic's gonna try and kill it. CRR keeps it in play, and here comes First Killer. Raiseball, shot to the sidewall. There goes Dorito. This one from Abjack gets cleared back, and CRR to collect.
And it will drop to overtime. Who would have seen that coming on a day like today? All the Rocket League in the world. It seems that this one's going to go all the way to the wire too. Apparently Jack on the ceiling. He gets it onto the backboard. Dorito had the read. Apparently Jack's gone for that a couple of times now. This one's stuck in the corner. Dorito up against Chronic, and he has the ball to himself.
Huge clear right here as well. First Killer, the one you gotta watch out for the most. A little bit fumbly on the collection of that ball there. Abjack up next. 2 people to 50 through might seem like a bit of a challenge. Complexity just trying to push through the Genji defense, but they're just not strong enough. For now, it's a huge clear from Dorito into the corner. Looks for another touch, doubles it. CRR to finish from the backboard. Follow-up from Raiseball. Tries to take a shot, and it's wide.
CRR will be coming in again. Raiseball waits, though. Apparently Jack is charged down by Dorito. His First Killer, Chronic instead. It's a player that comes away with the ball. Genji on the cusp of being reverse swept in the Swiss. Every team's nightmare. Well, they won't want to do as well as lose game 1 in this one, just to ramp up that pressure even further. These clearances like gold dust to them. CRR, that one's not ideal. It's too high to the ceiling. He can only get a touch towards Chronic. Dorito tries to get the read and does. Composed defending from the Spaniard.
Not very good.
This one out mid. Chronic just going to take his time with it. CRR tried to make the challenge. He was able to get it over 1, but Raiseball off the backboard. First Killer sends this one back over to Abjack. Into the air, Dorito places this one mid. Complexity just taking their time to drive this ball towards any vicinity of that Genji net, but Genji desperately just want the clears.
That's what you love to see from apparently Jack, though, sweeping in from the side, but there's a mistake there from First Killer. Is being punished by CRR. Raiseball wants to follow it home and can't do it. Now down the other end, Chronic prods it forward. Apparently Jack, now the one going for the attacks.
Wow.
And Chronic's the recipient, and Genji take game 1.
They had a chance and they missed it.
Complexity, but demos do more. Chronic, the one to send it through after giving the
he missed a demo. If CRR got that
Killer,
demo, it would have been in.
That first
Unfortunate.
First Killer got
feel
demoed?
so good after everything that has happened to Genji.
It was an even game 1, though. Truly one that could have gone either way. Complexity, they started off well, but
They got
Genji,
game 1.
they ramped up.
Hopefully that's
And
not
they are used to dealing with the
mentality.
situations. They will not be wilting under this pressure at all. You know, they've had all sorts of Game 7 overtimes. They've done it all in the world of Rocket League. This you'd expect is just one more task for them, but maybe it's a hard one.
Oh man, there it is, Dorito. It was the opening goal that kind of set Complexity up for the confidence boost against this Genji squad, because I think Complexity is fair enough to sit there and go, you know what, we've got to give respect to Genji, right? They came in twice second. They came in twice once, third second, and then the last qualifier they took it all.
That demo from
they came
apparently
into this
Jack
fairly
was like,
confidently.
Yeah, well, you have to come up and be everything that's been working for you so far in the online matches. You have to continue to do that here, and it's not easy. It's never easy. I mean, I want to talk about First Killer. You mentioned that you were waiting for him, and he's a player that's been waiting to take one of these majors.
Oh, I could not wait to see First Killer with this squad. I think that it was, at first when I heard about FK taking out Nole, I was like, this is a little bit questionable. That was my hot take, but I think FK is slotted in perfectly. I think the synergy on this squad might have been amped up at times. He's such a mechanical player and a mechanical god even at times. I feel like it's a valid thing to say. It's just a question of when does FK wake up, because that's when it gets 10 times harder for Complexity to catch up to Genji.
Well, Complexity are staring down the barrel of a tough series. An early lead in game 2 would be incredibly helpful. It could be happening here. CRR
that's obviously, that's just it.
Helps it along its way. 1-0 COL.
There goes CRR.
I love the demo to open things up here. It was a challenge from Raiseball and Chronic. And CRR, he wanted to finish it. Raiseball knew it was going to go through. It was going to get saved. He said, you know what, I'll just get you out of the way. And Complexity go up 1.
Swatted him out of the way before the ball could go in. First Killer has almost got a touch on that kickoff. It's a strange one. It didn't really land for anyone. It might work out though for Genji. They improvise better.
There you have it. Appjack the one to finish it up after a questionable kickoff. Raiseball's touch and the pass from First Killer over to Jack. They just beat out the Complexity defense to respond.
Yeah, not one that's going to go into any best goal highlight reels, but Genji will not care one bit. They get that instant response. And the momentum is building once again for them. Apparently Jack leaves it for First Killer. Is Chronic lingering? He is. Actually, it's apparently Jack that takes the shot. Genji have all sort of opportunities right now. Complexity grateful just to send that ball away.
And here they are trying to be faster than the Genji defense. This one sent off into the corner. Bounce off the ceiling. Touch from Raiseball. But it's First Killer to slow things down.
Yeah, Reggie, I think you made it like way lower.
Beat out the mid game right now. It's a air
I think so.
Oh, what?
Chronic is through.
Jeez. How on earth has that one gone in? Was it a fake or was it a piece of genius? Chronic, he does actually get the second touch. Raiseball didn't read it. And then he gets the bump on CRR. That is gorgeous.
You're an animal.
That is Chronic.
in one word, all that needs to be said. That's what the man can do. A cruel goal against Complexity. And once again, they're going to have to dust themselves down. First, do some defending. Chronic is incredible right now.
Gen-G are here to play. It has been a rough week for them.
Maybe Gen-G.
But they are them. They have the capability to do so, and they go up by 2.
Gen-G have had such a difficult run. First losing to Fury when they were 2-0.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if it is Gen-G. They're one of the best teams.
So the fact that they're here in stage 5 or round 5 of the Swiss is because they've been coming up against excellent teams. And they are showing that they are still an excellent squad in their own right.
There it is, Complexity. They've just been honestly trying to play catch up, which feels weird for them right now because it has been fairly close. This one falling out. CRR CRR is gonna leave this one for Dorito. Dorito, 1v1 on Jack, and he wins those every time.
Good job, Complexity, just taking your opportunities when they come again. It's not a wonder goal, but it's a nice fake from CRR. Confused Chronic, and then Dorito did enough just to prod the ball over the top of him, and Complexity refusing to be shaken off.
Now you're only trailing by 1. You've got plenty of time to catch off, but off the kickoff, Jack just very trailing behind. Almost able to get one off the rip there. Instead, it's Complexity looking to go for the 3rd goal against Genji.
Raiseball put that one into the center. It could have been something. CRR could have attacked that instead. They have to do some defending down the other side. Dorito charges down apparently Jack. Where's this ball gonna fall? I would have said the challenge game. Most balls are falling to Genji right now. Here's another example. Dorito save. CRR's got no boost, but still gets a decent connection on it. Chronic. He's coming in to the ceiling, to the backboard. He's the most alive for Genji, but they defend him this time.
Raise ball up into the sky. Double off the sidewall. Demos are slowly starting to come through on this one. Jack just setting himself forward, trying to just let First Killer do the follow-up. If you can open up a path, it'll be a lot easier, and I think that's the game plan for now. Dorito with a clear upfield. Complexity just throwing themselves at the Genji defense, but always almost immediately being sent back.
Yeah, it's the recovery speed of Complexity right now that's keeping them in it, because Genji, they're having way too many clear touches on the ball as far as Complexity are concerned. Here's a couple more. Chronic will be able to manipulate this however he wants to, and he's certainly got the capabilities to get it past his Complexity defense. CRR had to be aware what Chronic was cooking. Dorito up against apparently Jack. Leaves it for Raiseball, the challenge into the center. Apparently Jack gets the block, and right now Complexity penned back in their own half.
Dorito's gonna send this one over to the other side. Jack already fighting forward. Try and take this ball back, but CRR has other plans. He's playing the air game, flip over 1, trying to get the bump play again onto Chronic, but it's not gonna be successful this time.
So close, Chronic did a very good job to avoid that one, because he knew what CRR was attempting on this occasion. There's a big demo to open things up. CRR was aware. Chronic comes in. It's a nervy game right now between these two. You sense that any second something explosive could happen. Bumps and demos all around. Raiseball intercepts the pass before it falls to Jack.
Oh my goodness, the sheer amount of demos that have been coming out from Genji really just show how badly they are willing to disrupt the Complexity rotations and give themselves a chance at just securing the match point. And some nice big clear here from Raiseball. Over to Dorito. Can he get this one over to a teammate though? No, it's Genji with the disruption touches.
Apparently Jack is just able to steal a few more seconds. First Killer. He's got CRR in front of him. Can he get this one round towards the blue goal? It almost does. Chronic didn't quite read it, but there was certainly chaos there. The ball bouncing unpredictably. No one saw it coming. CRR tease it off towards Raiseball. Complexity though, they just need to do more than defend. They have to send this one forwards.
Well, somebody's gonna send it forward. It's gonna be Chronic, even on no boost. Most he will do is challenge. Somehow this one's over CRR. He's gonna take it up to the sky though. Appjack just wanted to leave it. First Killer up next. Ball goes haywire. Raiseball just trying to let Complexity have a fighting chance. You're only down by 1, and here it comes. Raiseball to Chronic. This one goes back towards Complexity side. Appjack's gonna take a shot. It's a floater. It's through, and Genji are up by 2.
They just showed patience and game management. They could tell Complexity were working something towards them, and as soon as they got the challenge, apparently Jack the quickest to respond, and Genji have 19 seconds to avoid conceding twice.
This is such a redemption game and a redemption series for Genji. The chance that anybody could say that you got reverse swept in the Swiss on land would be honestly quite horrible to feel. So 5 seconds left. Genji, it is safe to say they can claim game number 2 and are headed to match point.
Again, it's not a showcase mechanically. It's not even Genji really outperforming their opponents. They're just dealing with the small situations better, turning what could be tricky 50-50s into opportunities for themselves. And when you have a player like apparently Jack, I feel like he's so important for that game management.
Yep, no, they got one more.
He truly is. I feel like he's such a
If they
great
win, they
leader
win.
to be able to keep everybody level-headed and mindset in the perfect positioning for something like this. Because again, you know, Genji is not discrediting Complexity. Complexity has been holding up, but it's like you said, Genji are just doing a better job at handling the individual situations that Complexity throw their way.
That was lovely from Chronic, to be fair. I mean, his mechanics maybe I did them a disservice, because in the early phases of that game, he was turning it on quite a little bit, which certainly helped his team. But when Complexity began to crawl themselves back, it was scary until that moment from apparently Jack just settled the nerves for the last 20 seconds of game 2 at least. And now Complexity, they need to win 3 games in a row to avoid crashing out in the Swiss.
Well, I mean, it's not impossible. They look
like
good. They can at least put up a decent fight to Gen G. It's more about, can you do it now? Because this is your last chance.
Can you do it when it matters as well? Can you do it now in the key moments at the Copenhagen Major? Well, if they are going to, it's going to have to begin right here, right now. Game 3 begins, and Complexity have improved their kickoffs from the last one, which were a bit of a problem. Might score from it straight away, not quite, but they'll be happy with the early proceedings of this one.
First killer up into the sky. You already see Jack going forward, trying to open up another path for him. Just going to turn around. Small little pinch there towards the net. Double commit from Complexity makes me a little nervous for them, especially if that's what you're seeing in the early stages of Game 3.
First killer just gets a challenge into the center. Chronic, who's been instrumental in this series so far. He gets it forwards, but I mean, now underneath apparently Jack. That's dangerous now for Gen G. The goal in sight. Dorito.
If Complexity wins 2 right now, then it would be 1 more game.
So these passes for Complexity almost finding their target. Just
First 3.
So far, first killer is almost able to sit that
so right now, Complexity has to win this game and the next game.
Props to Complexity. They have been at least
literally, because it's the 3rd game, so they lost 2. They need to win this game and the 5th game to win.
Especially again, what I talked about before, Gen G sending
What can they do?
Trying to open up
I doubt
paths
it.
for themselves. Great shot there from Razebull. An attempt at another one is going to be made, but it's going to be sent off by first killer.
Sierra up against Chronic.
Under pressure.
So desperate for a goal, trying to force it, but Gen
I think they're going with their defense side of Complexity.
CRR, we almost had a demo player in front of him, but the dodging abilities there from the Gen G defender, quite incredible. Chronic now. He's got control of the ball. This has been dangerous for Complexity in the past. He goes to the backboard. Does he know? He just shoots, hit the post, and there's no one following up in time.
Unfortunate. You saw the idea there, but not even a miscommunication. It just wasn't in your play at that moment. Razebull trying to send this one up. Other plans are being made here by CRR, though. No boost in the tank for Razebull means a clear could be a little bit dangerous.
I shall not score.
And a 50 and a win off the challenge from CRR means Complexity get to continue the pressure for now. Shot taken off the crossbar and out, and Abjack to 1v1 CRR is lost.
Imagine that from his own goal on the floor all the way to the other. Would have been a stunner from apparently Jack, but it was well defended in the end by Complexity. What it does do though is break up their pressure. They were starting to have a monopoly on the ball right now. Gen G have won it back. Apparently Jack again, he definitely seems to be coming online. He gets it almost towards first killer. Razebull did enough to send it away, and the ball gets trapped once more.
I'll be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom.
Huge props over to Chronic as well. This player
like a double commit or something?
Isn't the star of the team at times, but when Chronic is on it, when Chronic is the one on the offensive front, you know that is a Gen G to be feared.
Complexity though, they'll be happy with this 0-0. They can cause some chaos if they can defend once more. It's a good save. CRR is waiting for first killer's touch. Quality defending once again from Complexity, because now it's Gen G that are asking all the questions. Here's Chronic once more. Dorito sends it long. Can Complexity get this second ball and launch something for themselves? Maybe that's it. CRR almost past apparently Jack. Chronic should be able to sweep up.
And you see Complexity, everybody just kind of taking a small step back, not wanting to push up too far. You do want to do high risk, high reward when it matters, and it does. CRR for the Complexity lead.
Alright, I think they actually got this.
All it took after all that pressure they avoided. Razebull tees up CRR.
But they won the next 2 games.
And Complexity, they do take it. They had so much defending to do before then. What a turnaround.
Insane amount of pressure eventually. Right past the defense, they made it crack. And maybe an attempt at another one here. Abstract trying to carry this one out. It bounces from the sidewall. Huge clear upfield. Dorito to knock this one down. Can Razebull get there in time? Not quite. And Gen G can breathe for just a short moment longer.
CRR has to be careful for a second. He was at a slightly awkward angle catching that one. The last thing they want to do is throw away an easy goal. At least if Gen G equalize, they have to make them earn it. That's what's almost happening here. First go to the backboard. He has a chance to earn it. It's a little bit high. Chronic's following up. CRR can get this one away.
Here comes Raise Bull. Complexity are in a good position, but you gotta play some great defense in this last minute of game 3 if you want another chance to keep going in the Swiss here.
Dorito to the side, CRR is just watching Chronic. Complexity now, everything is against them right now. Genji chucking everything towards their goal as another pass into the center. CRR bravely goes up by himself. Chronic was waiting though, used all his boost. Defensively, maybe Genji will be caught a little short if we can get one more Complexity touch. Dorito had to win that race all of a sudden and did, but Genji is starting to get some gaps. Dorito puts it back into his own goal, sends it long again. CRR now up against apparently Jack, has to get a touch on the ball, but he doesn't now. It's apparently Jack in the corner. 20 seconds left. Racebull's got to get this ball away and can half do it.
15 seconds left before you gotta find one goal to tie things up. Unless you wanna attempt an OT here. 7 seconds left on the clock. Complexity looking to hold Genji back. This one's gonna float down. An attempt on the goal line save is made. This one's still in play though.
Oh!
This one's out. No, it's not.
Wow!
Put it in. He said just
This
give
is
us
Rocket
one
League.
more game.
This is
It was a
literally
lovely
Rocket League.
save.
Wow.
Diving into the goal
Last
from the Genji player. Who was
second.
it? Chronic. How's he kept that one out?
He
And
thought
then
he
suddenly
saved-
there's
oh,
CRR.
wow.
I thought that one hit the ground as well, but Complexity won't care how it happened. They'd have taken the 1-0. They'll certainly take the 2-0. And they will take surviving in this series and ramping that pressure back on Genji.
You can't count Complexity out. You really cannot, especially after the performance they gave in their last series. I know that Complexity are aware in their hearts they've got a fighting chance against this squad. It's just a matter of taking it game by game. You can't even look at the bigger picture right now. It's just one foot in front of the other.
Well, Complexity's losses have been quality losses, losing to Vitality and losing to Carmine Corp, teams that you would forgive anyone for losing against on the day. And now they're up against Genji, North America's most recent open regional winners. Need we remind you, and they're going toe-to-toe with them the entire time. Winning the hard games,
you missed it.
scoring the difficult goals at the end. I think they rather would have saved that one for the next game, but they'll take it.
Yeah, they'll take it and keep going. This isn't the end for Genji. Still are in a lead as far as the series is concerned. It's right now it's Complexity playing catch-up.
And
that's
just
insane.
The prize on the other end of this series, making it into that playoffs, being there for tomorrow in front of the crowd, in that top 8, the quarterfinals, call it whatever you want to call it. Both teams so keen to be there. It's where everyone wants to be. For Genji, Complexity are not going to make it easy.
Oh no, they absolutely are not. It's going to be a fight till the very, very last second. Game 4 between Complexity and Genji. Can Complexity take Genji to Game 5? Let's find out here.
Chronic for Genji, to me, has been their most dangerous player. You know, the more controlled games, apparently Jack is the man you look to. But when it's a case of whose mechanics are going to win out, Chronic has been desperately important for Genji. And it's him who has a clean touch on the ball now. It's to the backboard. Is anybody arriving for Genji? Not on this occasion. It's just CRR sending it outwards. I'm just curious who'll be happier with a more secure game. Probably Genji, in my opinion.
I think I would agree with you on that one, although I feel like I can also go on the copium side of Complexity and hope for the little Vamos moment. First Killer is going to kill those dreams as he puts this one through.
It's just raw pace from First Killer. He read the mistouch here. Look at him all the way from within his own half. Sniffed out a mistake from Racebull and Dorito combining. Had to gamble, and he's won.
That's such beautiful placement as well. Genji, early game lead. You can choose to hold on to it and just play the safe game, or you just keep going. And I think they want to keep going. Abjack up into the sky, just remaining in control of this ball for as long as he can.
Yeah, their day is nearly done, Genji. They've almost made it through. The light at the end of the tunnel is getting brighter. They have to keep stepping forwards, and Complexity are blocking them every step of the way. Chronic, he goes high though. CRR is in his way. Chronic gets it past him. Did an incredible amount of good work there attackingly. Racebull and CRR somewhat getting each other's way there, so a couple of awkward moments from Complexity's defense. They do manage to get to the other end, but Genji can take it away with full
Brad,
control.
you saw like you didn't see that goal. That goal was like a last second, 0 second goal, and like went in like.
And Genji is up by 1.
Yeah. Complexity was up, and they still scored their last goal.
And going for the bump plays might be the one to work, but it's going to be a little dangerous if you're cheated up that far.
So they take that for victory.
Back against First Killer,
They do.
double denied by CRR, but the follow-up shot just wide. Complexity can't find their way through. Instead, they're going to attempt on the Genji net.
So many chances for both teams. crazy hits there. First killer got one when he was falling away
Yeah,
from
they may
the goal.
actually
But down
reverse
the other
sweep
end,
this,
Complexity
and then
have a real chance of
leave it, like,
scoring. It remains 1-0 somehow.
as a tie.
But the chaos has been ramped up. Dorito's going to try and add to it. Chronic's on the ceiling already, but he won't get his touch. It's CRR instead. Can he get this one into the center? Squeezes it towards Raiseball, but Chronic
So if
should
they
be
win
able
this
to
game,
sweep
plus
up.
game 5,
He's
I
got
think.
boost until Dorito
Tie.
charges him down.
This isn't the end. You've still got less than 3 minutes to
Yeah,
go.
basically
and
they
you're only
gotta
down by
score
one
like
if you're Complexity.
now.
First killer takes this one away. Dorito up to try and
And
make
if
the
they
challenge
don't-
on it. It floats down. Raiseball on the beat. And this one falls into the hands of apparently Jack. Tries to go low. Great 50 there from CRR. Even on no boost, he's still winning his challenges. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Letting Raiseball start the transition for Cole.
And thanks to him, Dorito can get that one just to the side. First killer,
first
finally
killer.
for Genji, is able to get something of an air dribble, but he's
And
charged
boost
down so
is
quickly.
also, like,
Complexity going
something you
full
gotta account
pace
for,
now. Dorito over the top. Here
Throwing a
comes
little boost, they
Raiseball,
can't really
but he's
make it
beaten by
high
apparently Jack.
level
CRR
play.
Yeah.
puts it towards
I'll be right
Raiseball.
back again.
Can
I
there
gotta
be
go find a
boost in?
rubber
Can there be a
band.
pass? Can there be something?
A
No,
rubber band?
Chronic charging it down, but apparently Jack this time's the doink.
Complexity almost looks boost starved at this point, and Genji are playing on that, sending one upfield, prepping for the long clears into the Complexity half, but Complexity's got other plans right now. They're in that Genji side. Dorito trying to make a challenge on a 1, goes past him, goes for the bump. This ball headed back to the blue side as CRR, his touch pops this one up into the sky.
Oh, Complexity, they're going full pace now. Will that fall into Genji's hands? They like playing teams like this. They like keeping them at bay and then countering. And they like bringing control and structure to the chaos. First killer, he wants to send this one down. Not quite able to. Raiseball's challenge is good, but it's not good enough. And Chronic doubles the lead.
Genji are
they're out of
91
this.
seconds away from the playoffs, away from the crowd. They want this more than anything. You just gotta hold on.
And to talk about how Genji love this playstyle, despite the ball being in their
Complexity might
half a
like to
lot,
lose.
they've only had 1 shot against them and 7 for themselves. Statistically, a dominant game 4 for Genji. On the pitch to the eye test, not quite that in my opinion, but they are 2-0 up, and that's all that matters.
And you're gonna keep it going. Knowing Genji, they want to make it 3-0 if possible. No boost in the tank. Dorito last-minute attempts are about to start being made as this one goes on target. Crazy goal line save there from Chronic, and Complexity continues to shoot.
Chronic just sends it long after flapping the ball away on the goal line. First killer, can he be the one to kill it? He gets one more touch. It's apparently Jack! Genji surely are gonna survive the Swiss.
And you would need almost a miracle against this squad right now to be able to catch up with 55 seconds to go. Genji, you already know them. We've seen them throughout all the qualifiers. This is about to be some of the most clinical Rocket League we have seen from them.
And the kickoff doesn't even go neutral.
Might not
It
win
falls
it,
to
but
Genji,
they're probably not gonna
making it even more difficult. Complexity have to dig the ball out their own half first. Then they've got to score 3. It's getting harder and harder by the split second. Here's first killer. He's challenged by Dorito.
Alright, I'm back.
Can they let
Damn,
Complexity
3-0?
in?
Sheesh.
One opportunity,
I left for a
one
second.
shot, something to take forward, but they're all way too close to the ball. Not able to
Terrible.
manipulate it where they need to. And first killer can
They
clear
got
it
dominated
away.
this time now.
There you have it. 24 seconds
Yeah, literally.
between Genji and the
I honestly
playoffs.
think that they were just
Apparently Jack,
hoping on
maybe
winning
he can
one.
find one more.
And then
18 seconds to go. Complexity, all you
got,
can do
like,
is throw
deleted
yourself at
XP.
this ball, but it's too little, too late.
Like,
10
you only won
seconds
one game against
left in the Swiss stage for Complexity. You just enjoy it while you can.
We did better than Complexity just now.
Genji Mobile One
I guess so.
Racing are
Yeah, realistically, we did way better than Complexity just did. Sheesh.
They wanted to make
At least we had a
and they became
chance.
so
They didn't even
tantalizing.
stand a chance,
But
bro.
when you're up
Now they're
against
gonna
a team
celebrate.
like
Yeah, we
Genji,
won.
the most
We know
recent
how
winners in
to
North
do it.
America. Cruise isn't good enough. Nearly
Haha.
isn't good enough.
Good job,
and
Jack.
any mistake Complexity made, Genji punished ruthlessly.
Oh man, it was a fight. I feel like the series scoreline isn't an accurate representation of just how close that actually
Yep.
was. But towards
They
the
celebrate.
end, Genji,
Yep.
we know them.
I wonder who
we
they're
love
versing
'em.
next.
Those guys thrive.
Could you imagine if the
momentum,
finals
and
is
that
Fury
is
versus
all that they
Genji?
had throughout the entire series.
all over again? I honestly wouldn't doubt that.
Mechanically, he was the real difference maker.
Yeah.
He really and truly was.
I would
do wanna
I
put a
would
spotlight on
be
the
very
Chronic as well.
surprised if it
I
was
think he was such a
Genji
great
versus
initiator. I think anytime
them.
Chronic
Honestly.
is an initiator in a series, that is one to
Or
be
no, who's gonna win
afraid
now?
of.
Yeah, a terrifying
who's
player
playing
on
now?
his day. You know, bursting onto the scene at the start of last season, winning that first major, and now potentially history repeating itself. They did have to go through all 5 series in the Swiss,
win the
but
series?
everything pretty much resets now. You know, when you're in the playoffs,
Who's
settle in,
playing?
and they're more than capable of beating anyone
Wait,
in a best of
who's
7.
playing the next series?
Exactly. Everything
Who is
just
it?
to start over tomorrow.
don't know
You
yet.
go home, you celebrate just a little bit at the
Gen G won.
hotel, you get a good night's rest, and you
Yeah.
remember that tomorrow is a new day.
Yeah, all they had to do was survive the Swiss, and they have done that. It would have been lovely to have gone 3-0. Would have been lovely
Did you
to
collect
have
your
avoided 3
winnings?
series of Rocket League, but instead they
Or
had
did
to
you
just
lose?
keep on fighting, keep on scrapping. And
Place your
I mean,
bets
yeah, we
here,
mentioned
place
earlier
your
on,
bets.
First Killer. Could this be his tournament?
You know
He
what?
took my
I'm
lunch
not
money.
jinxing. I'm not doing. I don't want anybody from NA to come and get me for this one, but I do think First Killer has been such a great addition to this squad. And First Killer hasn't even showed us his
brutal.
true potential yet. We all know that there is so much more left in that bag, and that boy is a legend.
Hey, everyone thought they had a chance though. I mean, like I said, you never know. Like every game is different, you know. Because like either teams could go crazy and like peak, you know.
The performance that
I
they
don't
gave
think
us
the
over
Complexity's
the
really
entire
played
Swiss
against
is
Gen G
something that
before,
you
I
should
don't think.
definitely be proud
No,
of.
not really.
And yeah, there's nothing short of congratulations
probably
to
why.
Gen G.
Well, Gen G, they
Probably.
managed to survive a gauntlet. All 5
So I had deleted
series
G not
in
play
the
against Gen
Swiss.
G like that.
The hardest way you can possibly do it, and they have managed. And now, with, I'm not sure who is one of them, and he's with Leaf.
Who do want to win?
I'm down here with Jack himself after a victory.
What?
You walked up to me here and
That's it, who
you're
do
kind of had a,
want
you're
to win?
shaking something off there. You're like, what a day.
Who did
You
I
walked me
want to?
through
Oh,
real
that
quick.
game that just got played. Who did I want to win?
I don't know, 2-0
Gen G.
to start, you know, the tournament. Then obviously, you know,
I
we
just
had
want them to win
finish
so
off
they can
3-2.
first my team free it.
Start the day with figuring out that I've lost my thumb grip of 8 years.
At least they speak
basically.
English.
So I had to get used to a new like a new
It's,
thumb grip on
there's
my
not like the
controller.
guy
and
translating
that,
what
like,
he's saying.
Yeah, I don't know. So it was just a crazy day.
I mean,
One of the
Jens and
worst
them, they
days I've
speak,
ever had,
they're
but
from
we'll
Brazil,
take
so
it,
they
we'll
speak
take it.
Portuguese.
You know, I mean, not to downplay it, you're always like, okay, that's a lot.
They were
like,
speak
when you
complexity
have a
was
routine, something that you're
talking
with to lose.
Dutch.
Yeah, no, I think we can all feel that vibe out there. How are you gonna find a new one?
I could be
Can you get a new
completely
one?
wrong. So
Maybe
uh,
we'll see, but I'm just gonna
assuming
grind
it's
tonight and
Dutch.
try and get used to it for tomorrow. But I slowly got better throughout the day and more used to it. But yeah, we'll see.
Look
I'll
at
be
him.
better for
He's so
tomorrow,
happy.
for sure,
Look
but
at him.
at least we got through.
You did, and you know what? Hey, even if you're still feeling shaky, you've got great teammates beside you, locking in. Talk to me about Chronic, because I mean the casters were just saying Chronic was locking in clutch, helping the team really.
I mean, it is
Yeah, Chronic
Jack,
played
one of the
absolutely
best
incredible
players.
That series, I think First Killer played really well in the K-Corp loss. Even though we lost, he did play really well, and Chronic absolutely popped off that series. So yeah, shout out to my teammates, they're absolutely fantastic and lifting me up when I'm down for sure.
Right. And First Killer specifically too, obviously bringing him onto the squad, phenomenal player. And sometimes you always worry, okay, do we adjust to them? Do they adjust to us? What was the integration process? You feel it's locked in now? Because earlier season felt like there was some just adjustments to be made.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a little bit of both. Obviously, the new player has to get kind of used to the new team, and the new team, or the team has to get used to the new player, right? There's also like environment things, different personalities and stuff like that. But First slots into the team really nicely. When we're playing really well, you guys can see on the pitch we're really kind of cohesive with him, and off the pitch we get on really well, and the vibe is incredible no matter what. So yeah, it's good.
Good. And you mentioned again a bit rough getting here. You had a couple losses. Good teams though. K-Corp, Furia.
I'll be right
You can't
back again.
too
I gotta
mad.
go run
I feel like there's any
downstairs real
team
quick.
that can, okay, I guess maybe you're right back. You can't be.
Yep.
Oh,
And my
super
game's
mad,
on
though, because
50%,
I think
by the way.
as
Almost
a
done.
team, you're one of those teams that really can take those losses as a real good learning experience.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, K-Corp and Furia, fantastic teams. They're playing really well, especially Furia. They're doing really well. Those series, again, we didn't play great. I definitely didn't play well at all, but it could have still gone either way. I think there were some times where we'll look back on and realize that we should have held on to a lead when we didn't, and making some uncharacteristic mistakes. But you learn from the losses. As long as you get through, right?
Right. And you got through. So that's what matters now. Just one more before I let you go here and try to get you seared. New thumbstick. LG Vitality up next. I just need your prediction. Who's carrying on through?
LG Vitality. I'm going to back my NA boys.
All right.
Luminosity got it.
Hey, I like it. Sticking to it. You got through. Good luck with the thumbstick, by the way. As I said, one more to go. We're almost through our Swiss round. Heading into the last. One more to go. All of the lives have been used up, and a loss means no playoffs. A win means things just get harder as you step towards Championship Sunday.
The audio stop for a second. Okay, this is when they would throw me into an ad. Haha, but too bad. We're above ads now. It's the Robo Illuminati ones this time. You know. June 20th to 23. Second to 23rd actually. That's like, how many bumps is that from now? Get 3.5 months. Jeez. That's a while from now. Time to check my drops. We're not gonna claim them. Not yet. Alright, I'm voting Illuminati if it's an option. Predict? Alright. Go. Like, why would you... You wouldn't vote Vitality right now. I mean... They're like... in a big losing streak, right? They're pretty even teams. We'll see. I'll put in that much. Alright, we got 4 minutes. It's very Monster Cat music. Not my stream's gonna be like copyrighted the heck out of. get like a stamp on it. Who do you guys hope is gonna win? I'm honestly thinking probably Luminosity. We'll see, I don't know. Nintendo has been playing bad. Where is he? Magi's not even back, but by the time the break literally ends. Alright. I'm going to watch that music. They always plays one song. The other song that's playing on the street. That's my turn viral. Gravity's not bad. No, that's not bad.
Nothing's gonna stop me.
Dun.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
NA finally has some representatives in
Alright, who's
the
playing now?
playoffs. G2
G2
and
gone for a while.
Gen G
The
making
break
it
actually
through
ended when he got
in
back.
various fashion.
It ain't over,
Yeah.
teammates.
Is
North
that over?
America, they're here to play. Two in the top 8. My voice is going. It's a long day. Gen G coming out on top. G2 as well.
You gotta watch your punches,
We're still
man.
fighting, man.
You're really close, man. You got some really.
Hey, my game's on 55%. But yeah, Core War's a big game, man. What's yours on? Is yours like downloaded now?
Sweep over power, so both OC teams go out on perfect sweeps. Not what you want.
And
Jeez, you
G2
weren't
back
having
perfect
it
sweep,
in
and they
there,
have
so.
another date with BDS. A rematch of today will happen tomorrow. BDS
More
versus
like
G2.
the
That's
internet
one of our
speeds.
locked-in matches
Yeah.
alongside
Yeah.
Carmine versus Falcons.
Can they win more than one game.
What happened to your
It's gonna
PC?
be a question, folks. But Complexity. Complexity put up a great fight in this match. They tried their best, but Gen G feeling too strong at the end of the Swiss.
Yeah, they definitely
By
did.
the
I
way,
think
you're
this was
short,
a
by
crazy
the way,
matchup. I
my
knew it was going to be
channel.
decently close between
Hey,
them
let's
just
go.
because Complexity aren't to be counted out by no means.
It's a
but
pretty funny one.
at the end of the day,
I
Gen
was like,
G,
no,
they
don't run into the
thrive
building,
their
you're
backs
gonna
against the
die.
wall. They're one of the most consistent teams I've
I
ever
died.
seen.
Ball.
And this isn't even Gen G in full form.
I died
It's
when
not,
into the
but
building.
We
I
might
was
not ever see full
fortunate.
form because apparently Judge Controller's now dead.
Yeah, I died as soon as I walked in and he died
So
soon after.
now he has to play with a new controller. He's
Alright,
not
what next
happy,
game?
and he was
What-
very distraught
what's
about
the
that.
next game?
But
What do we got?
Complexity did put up a fight to battle at least here to game 4, but Gen G just a little bit too much.
You got
man.
Luminosity
Honestly, I think they played their
versus-
best game as in
Oh,
Jack
boy.
played their best game of the morning.
Oh
Confirmed
boy,
it. Yeah, I know Jack
they're
played
by
bad, but
Luminosity.
FK in particular
Sorry,
has just been improving
they ain't
and
beating the
improving and
Zenster.
improving. Chronic, I think he played his best series so far. Even if Jack, he's a little distraught a little bit because for some reason he's been using the same
The
thumbstick
was
for the
Zen-
last 8 years. Maybe we should have fixed that in the first place, Jack.
If he
But even
loses
if he is a little
again,
distraught, Gen J, they're
then,
looking
like,
really great right now.
I don't know if he's gonna show up
And then
again
now
at
they're
LA.
waiting to see what happens in his next matchup to see whether they
May
whether
just,
they
like,
play
give
Furia
up.
or General
I don't
Mix.
know.
I just want to know
Who
where he
knows?
got that thumbstick.
Yeah,
Look,
that
kinda
lasted
like
8 years. That's-
Honda, like what?
No, that's what I'm saying because the thumbstick definitely has stick to it. There's
Can't
some
give
form
up
of
that
because
easy in the
there's
pro
no way
scene.
it's still
Yeah,
that perfect, but him slapping it
What
around
happened?
that
I,
body.
I don't understand.
It's like
Yeah,
the person
stick
in your
drift.
friend group who learned how to
There's
just
controller,
play with the
stick drift.
lag, and then finally the first time you give them on 0 ping, they don't know what to do.
I don't know.
So
That's
good
good.
with the stick
Possibility.
drift.
Play on CRTs. You're like, oh wait.
That's why he's
this is
distraught.
great.
He's like, I know I can't replicate this stick drift. I'm going to be bad for the next few months here.
Can
We'll see what
replicate the
happens,
stick
folks.
drift.
But we got a crazy match that went down there. Only one more match to go on the day before we are done. Again, you can see the teams putting through here. Now, we should have 2 teams into our qualified matches at this point, G2 and Gen G, through to qualifications, while Power and Complexity are out, which does leave us just this one match left here. One match left on the day, and we'll get into it in just a moment.
And not only that, if Luminosity
If
pulls
this is
off
the
the
last match,
unbelievable,
and your game is
North
not
America
done,
will
after
have
this,
3
you gotta
teams in the
fire
top 8. Europe will
at
only have
Battle
3
Net.
teams in the top 8.
You gotta fire
It's possible.
It would be
Yeah.
such
Storylines.
parity.
Something.
But Luminosity, quite. This feels like a David versus Goliath if we've ever seen one here. Luminosity Gaming coming up from the 0-2. They've won 2 rounds in a row to get to this point. But Vitality, the reigning Rocket League champions of the world, Bates.
I mean, they are the reigning Rocket League world champions, but I will say this: they haven't looked like
But
the
you
same
fired
team
it.
that
I know what
won
I'm talking
all the
about.
way back in August in Rotterdam. And when you're going up against culture, and the reason I bring up culture all the time
Right,
is
right.
because
Cool, I
my
got
man
that.
Greg, aka Raw Greg, the coach, he said we're building something special over there in Illuminati. And listen, it's a new day. They're 2-0 on this day, and that's all that matters. They've been looking really solid against the OG squad that looked really good in spades here. So I really want to see what they can do right now.
But T-Bates, you kept talking about culture. Who'd you pick in that last match, OG or Luminosity?
Don't worry about that.
Okay, okay. And who did I pick? It was the first time I picked Luminosity, and they got the win.
maybe you
all
should
right,
pick them
so
again
here we
because
go.
maybe you're helping them out.
Cheese, they found their form. 0-2. They're 2-0 today. It's a brand new day. Herc, what are they going to do to win this?
Smile for the
Can they win
camera.
this?
I'm
Yeah, they
baby.
definitely can. Listen, I've been an OG stan since day 1 of the split. I was doing all the unofficial, unpaid streams for that squad because I believed in them. All right, and I'm sticking with them through to the end. But no, it is not impossible. I think we've all noticed
Vettel.
Vitality, like T-Base said, it's not the same exact team that we saw back in Rotterdam, which makes this a little bit more doable for, especially for a team like this coming off the win on OG. That's huge.
They do have a lot of momentum here. And Magic Bear, I think if you look at Magic Bear, you look at Cheese, and the way that like every match, especially for Cheese, they're going to get more and more comfortable as they
They're
get
like,
more
"We
and
got
more
this.
LAN experience
No
under their
problem."
belt. This team should, in theory, be getting better.
It's possible, but they're going up against the reigning world champions, the reigning 2-time RLCS LAN champions, and there's always a period after you win a world championship that, you know, you kind of falter at times. But like BDS last time around didn't even make it to their major. Vitality did, though, the European 3 seed, and there is still time to be back-to-back LAN champions.
Possible.
If they win here, they're on the same footing as everyone else with 1 life, and honestly, in a best of 7, they could be favorites.
Listen, in their 2 losses,
Yeah,
they lost to
probably
Furia in a game 5 where they ended up double committing. Furia did outplay game in that game 5, but it was an uncharacteristic mistake from a Vitality team. Their other loss here, they ended up losing, I believe, to Falcons earlier in round 4, and that's another team who's been playing really solid. So to say Vitality, they kind of had a tougher road at OG so far, and I think they've been playing pretty solid. Zen's been great, but it really comes down to this young man all the way on the end. Rado, we haven't seen the Rado bounce all land hurt. Is it gonna happen here?
You know what? Honestly, I kind of hope so. Give him a challenge. This guy has been fairly quiet. I know the second that he wakes up, he's staring at me.
Probably.
I'm on my way, Herc.
Yeah,
I'll do it. I got you. I'm back.
I love that you described if he's playing well enough to get the bounce going, that finally we'll see LG will get a challenge out of this. Finally, see LG test.
Somebody's got to be the NA copium.
Well, hey, listen, I'm loving the energy here. Hashtag LG, hashtag VIT to tell us who you think is going to win in chat there. So take a look at Fairy Peak, another world champion. Raw Greg on the other side here.
And I will say that Vitality, they have been not as synergized as normal, and Luminosity in that last game against OG. Now, I know it's NA versus NA, but Reynolds was chasing more than he has the whole entire land, and he was disrupting every single thing that OG was trying to create. And Vitality, if they're going to keep double coming in like that, if they're going to keep leaving Rado back, or maybe even in some awkward situations, all it takes is Rado coming around the corner, hitting you once, hitting you twice, and then it's in your net.
It's possible. They did lose against OG in game 1. And not only that, in game 3, they were up 4-1. They let OG come back, but they still won that game. Perseverance, you know? Like, there are going to be times when you're up and down, but Luminosity in Open Qualifier 1, they went 3-2 in Swiss. In Open Qualifier 2, they went 3-2 in Swiss. In Open Qualifier 3, guess what? Went 3-2 in Swiss. Luminosity loves Swiss. They did this on purpose.
And listen, let me give you some more hopium if you're a Luminosity fan. You got LG Corelli on Twitter. He's tweeting out the good graphics here. Last time, one of the times that Reynolds played Vitality, guess where that DreamHack Montreal, that man became a champ. 4-2 against Renault Vitality back in the day. He knows how to be a Vitality team that was world champions, reigning world champions, even back then in 2019.
He stood on a desk. I don't think he's allowed to anymore, but he'll try. He'll try.
Hey, look at Zen.
Could you imagine we get that back?
Actually, he might stand on the desk at the end of the
Replace him with Turbo and then might win.
Listen, I know we don't. I got to shout out one more person on Twitter. Also, chat, I'm helping you out as well. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go to @ArsenalRL. That's all I'm gonna say. I go @ArsenalRL and just hit that retweet button, hit that like button. Okay, it might end up being very good.
Very lucrative.
Very lucrative.
Very lucrative for you there. So Arsenal putting his money up there, but no one believes, honestly. Like, 1% believes, and that might just be Herc. I'm not really sure that Luminosity is going to win this series.
Luminosity's been building, they are building a culture. They've been building fans all season. This fan vote that is running right now, it's going to be closer than it has any
Europe might be asleep at this point. NA's awake.
All I'm saying is that chat
SSG,
yep. Chat, you and me are tied now. The last thing you want to do is go down one going into Elimination Saturday. Once it's bracket time,
he was on
I'm
the
going
Optic, the gaming, the Optic.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's okay.
The fewer NA teams are in the bracket, the better chance.
The better chance you have of predicting.
Yeah,
Arsenal was. No, I mean Red was.
I like Herc on the desk. We should bring her in more often. I don't know.
Off the presses. But listen, Herc, I want you to break down the gameplay for me. I know you're about to go with Luminosity. I know you are.
Okay.
So tell me, how does Luminosity beat Vitality?
Simple. You feed the bear.
Okay, feed the bear.
Feed the bear. Well, I think this is really important here, Gibbs, that we have to address the fact that this has been a very long day.
Yes.
And whether you are playing, whether you are casting, or whether you are sitting around waiting for a match, all of that eats at your energy as a competitor here. So who is going to be able to just play the cleanest game? You're not going to see the best Rocket League gameplay out of either of these teams. Who's ever to just play the cleanest of the two?
But the last time we saw someone play a really long day was probably Spring Major Vitality, that lower bracket run, where Farrah came out at that time when he was that coach. He was like, "We need your energy." So
I gotta check mine.
And they have become champions based on that. So again, another card.
Buy one Twitch and get two.
Well, we're gonna start on this end over here. I've got Vitality. The coin has got Vitality on
orange.
Let's
go. I claim these jobs. Let's go.
Nope, they're gonna be going Luminosity. The coin's got Luminosity. Can the coin get one here? Bait, who you got?
Listen, when you're building a brand, when you're building a team, you gotta build the culture, and that's what Luminosity's doing. I think they're on the up and up, but they're not gonna be able to beat the world champs right here. Not right now. It's too early.
How many jobs do you have so far? I got 9.
Give me Vitality. The reigning world champs make it this Saturday.
There's only one thing that I would love more than Corelli and Spaceman being happy is me being right. So I am going to go Vitality here because I just can't. I just cannot pick against them here. Everything says Vitality should win this. So
Yes, Vitality.
I thrive when you all pick against me. I love it. I'm going LG. I can't not. I've been going this entire time. I got the OG win over them too. It's too good. I can't not do it. I'm going LG. The staring freaks me out, Bates. I know I'm really good at this. I'm sorry. It's just natural.
I love the symmetry we've got in the predictions down here too.
Nice.
It's the swarm hovering above.
And their logo is a coin, so it
is.
makes
It is kind of a coin there, folks. And they are going to be the chat's favorites here. I told you it's going to be closer than it should be there. My goodness.
I told you they got a culture, man.
Split completely. We'll see what happens, folks. The final game of the day is ready to go, and we could not be more excited for the Swiss to be closing out here, folks. To close out the Swiss, to complete the playoffs, to possibly send another North American team through, or to send the world champs into the bracket, folks. It's Vitality versus Luminosity.
It has been a long week so far. It has been a long day, but for both these teams, excuses do not matter. It is all about going ahead and getting the victory, or you are out.
Earlier on,
Make
Genji
Zen retire.
avoided being reverse swept in the Swiss with their victory over Complexity.
Let's go.
Now Luminosity attempt to achieve reverse sweeping
Alright,
the
here we
Swiss.
go.
One of the more difficult things to achieve in
Reynolds,
Rocket
it's
League.
your time to
They've got
shine,
fight
bud.
every single time. They'll be used to this. Vitality, not so much.
Vitality got very used with this roster to obliterating these tournaments. And a little bit of a struggle over in Boston when they got to Worlds. Well, walked their way through to a World Championship. Now they are down the wrong side of this Swiss bracket. Jeez. Oh, and Rettles both went. So Magic Bear has to play cleanup duty, at least for now.
A little bit shaky early doors from Luminosity. The last thing that Hercules and the coin will possibly have wanted. And the 58% of chat that predicted they'd win this one. But the defending will do more to ease their nerves. Magic Bear, a massive block on the goal line. Rettles can come away with the ball. He has Cheese in the center. Can he get it to him? A few touches over.
What happened with those?
Only as far as Alpha.
Luminosity didn't really have anybody
Oh, there is
to attack that if that went through.
Yeah, look at these
They
pros,
will
like,
need that
POVs.
belief at times because they are not going to get many
Their
clean-cut
camera angles are very
opportunities.
close.
A lot of them will just be outplays and you've got to barrel it over the line. Here goes Alpha, back bottom, Rettles isn't going to get
Hey,
there.
X, I gotta reset my PC because it has the update, and it's asking me to do a restart. I'll be right back, alright?
Glint of an opportunity for Vitality. This could be the second. A massive demo comes in, and listen to that roar.
Luminosity paused, and Vitality would not let them get away with it. You cannot stay still against this offense.
Now just keep on coming. They missed the first chance. That's the only one Luminosity are going to get, you expect. Huge favourites in this one, the French world champions, and for good reason, but Luminosity have weapons of their own, none more so than Cheese. The mechanics behind their surge into this Copenhagen major.
Up goes Radosin. What support does he have at the moment? Well, he doesn't really need it. He's going to take on everybody. Get some bumps as well on Cheese, so it's up to Magic Bear to buy his team some time. That demo helped out an awful lot. Vitality will just have to, well, I was going to say reconsider the rotation, but when Alpha's cutting rotation like that, it'll be Luminosity that needs to stay on their toes.
Pinch almost did something for them. It might in the end still. Radosin, can he get the dunk? Not quite on this occasion. Rettles is able to get a couple of touches and send this one away. Luminosity pinned back in their own half. Jesus made a mistake. Alpha makes it too.
He scored.
Was it a mistake or was it being hassled? Let's take a look. Zen's on the hunt and she's had to dive out of the way. Vitality 2, Luminosity 0, and almost 100% territory has been in this blue side of the field.
Job one then for Luminosity is get the ball away. That kickoff is the last thing they would have wanted. Suddenly it's 3.
This is getting out of hand. Magic Bear hoped for the pinch to the side. Didn't happen. Option B was not around. Team Vitality well in control.
And this is what you need if you're Team Vitality. I mean, Gibbs mentioned it on the desk. It has been a grinding day for every single player here, and that can be a leveler. Team Vitality flying out the blocks like this, maybe will be able to just reassert their dominance.
Well, 2 losses for Vitality so far. Against Furia, I guess fair enough when it comes to the way that team's playing. Against Falcons as well. Struggled to deal with Sam and Mina. Have not so far struggled with North America. Now from Rettles. Can he get his team at least on the board, get something working, get something going for them as Cheese fires wide.
Yeah, you're going to be taking these opportunities for Luminosity. Going to have that final touch. Reynolds might take it. Radosin just tracked him as his car hovered. Zen towards Alpha. One more goal from Vitality would really kill this first game, but Luminosity, to their credit, starting to work their way into things, starting to ask 1 or 2 questions from Team Vitality. I think they're relying on the solo plays. That seems to be their best way of breaking through the orange defense.
Bit of a slow play there from Magic Bear. Not really much for choice. Luminosity have been very low on boost for quite some time now. 2 minutes remaining. Zed realizes he's got some time, and he goes up to work his magic. And the Bear will try and meet him. Does very well just to shield his team away from any danger.
Yeah, he was just waiting there, praying and hoping that Zen wouldn't do anything unable to be dealt with. And that one just almost goes in from Rettles. A bit of a snapshot towards the Vitality goal line. Magic Bear being shocked here by Radosin, so I've definitely been impressed with Luminosity since they conceded that third goal. It's been something of a step up, but do they have the next gear, or Vitality just waiting to pounce?
Oh, here comes Alpha, backboard. Well covered there by Rettles, but that is not where they want the ball at the moment. Zen drops it down, ceiling just to recover.
Oh yeah, it is up there.
Just over a minute left here. Luminosity are running out of time to really get anything going. This is the chance! 2 players commit on the stop. Up goes Cheese! And he's put it high! That had to go in!
He's been sinking those all season, but now here, when it matters most, unable to do the same again. But will that give Luminosity confidence? The chances, the sighters have been had. Cheese misses on the wall there. Rettles is able to get it over Alpha. They are managing to bypass the Vitality defense, at least at the front of the pitch. Can they get it back towards the Vitality goal? Radosin up against Cheese. Rettles into the center. Magic Bear. Luminosity really building up ahead of steam right now. Magic Bear gets the flip reset. Alpha was already up and Zen completes the job. More half chances though for Luminosity.
Vitality have been happy just to fully commit to these challenges as Radosin will walk that one in. 4-0. Vitality bookends this match with goals either side.
Luminosity, they were stepping up their game, but you did sort of get the sense that after those chances had been missed, Team Vitality were just waiting to counter, waiting to strike. And to be fair, Shogun, 4-0 is not an unfair result for this first game.
Definitely not.
Yep.
Luminosity
I'm
will
back.
have an awful lot of things to figure out.
No,
Not very much time to do it.
Yeah, it's redoing the update currently.
Tournament. Both these teams really have. Well, Luminosity
My
are
PC's
looking for the
updated, so
reverse sweep
we're good
of
to
the
go there.
bracket. As Radosin, nah, we're not getting fooled by this, mate.
Damn, 4-0.
You're trying to lure everyone back into a false sense of security.
Poor Luminosity.
Oh no, I missed, guys. Look at that.
Classic me, classic silly Radosin. We know what you're capable of. We know what you're capable of, Radosin. We know what you're probably gonna do over the next few games if your opponent's Luminosity.
Vitality won a
allow you to
championship,
do it. He has
world
a calming
championship not
bottle
long
of
ago.
water. Always an entertaining player is Radosin, one of the more chaotic players in the sort of French top 4 that we have in Europe. With Luminosity as another puff of the cheeks. But looking at the scores, the shots, there are actually more there for Luminosity, 9 compared to Vitality 6. So, ruthless.
Yeah, that
from
sucks.
Vitality.
Yeah, I do feel
They got one for
a bit misleading because
who knows? Hopefully.
Many great chances. And the only one
If
that
they
can
don't,
really
they're
optimize is the Cheese shots that it needs to go in. And that is, it's one of those situations where you got a great opportunity. You kind of wish you didn't ever get it now because, well, now you're kind of deflated.
Yeah, I mean, they did have looks at the Vitality goal, and maybe going into game 2, they can tell themselves, we'll start again at 0-0. Maybe things will work out, but they have to start the game a lot better. Going, what, 3-0 down to Vitality in the first sort of minute and a half, 2 minutes? The last thing they would have wanted.
I just point out that previous shot, I was very tempted to stealing the box to look taller than Cole, but I've admitted to my fate, he's taller than me.
Like they like it.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh. What also would be very harsh is winning 2 series today and still not making it through. That is the potential fate here for Luminosity. They put themselves on the rough end of the stick. Limitless taken down, OG taken down, but is Vitality a step too far?
I mean, that's the way it goes. The more series you win, the more difficult the opponents will be, and there are very few here that are trickier to face than Team Vitality, despite the fact that they are here in round 5 of the Swiss. Zen, the world champion, once upon a time deemed immortal in Rocket League. Radosin puts that to the backboard. All 3 are involved. It could be another early goal for Vitality. It is. It's an alpha goal.
It's Alpha styling, knew what he wanted the moment he got here. Reset gained, double tap used, 1-0 Vitality, and 5-0 on the series.
The last thing Luminosity would have wanted. Back to the drawing board yet again, 13 seconds in, and all the talk of a brand new game, a chance to recoup. It's just gone straight away. Zen charges in there. Radosin is waiting for that ball. Alpha should be able to take the ball for himself. Luminosity trying to charge Vitality down, but they're just prodding it past them now.
Yeah, the problem is they're playing at a pace that Vitality often aren't engaging in. I feel like Luminosity are outplaying somebody in the midfield that isn't there most of the time. This is the best chance. Cheese looking for Alpha. Alpha wasn't the one he needed, but Zen's
I'm here.
with the crossbar. Up goes Rettles, down goes Rettles, with no ball with him.
Really, Dab was just here, but then he left.
Half a sight on goal here. Radosin was on the backboard. There's all sorts of Luminosity players there, and they get their equalizer.
They just did not give it up. Running out of boost did not matter. Let's go for it anyway. And they managed to put it behind Radosin. It's a decent finish that. They knew Radosin was coming into the center, so just put it behind him, as you say, Shogun. An impressive shot choice there to get Luminosity.
What happened? They messed up.
Reaching into their box of tricks. Will it pay off? Not quite on this occasion.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna zip tie these two.
There's no one on the other end of the pass, and now we have a
Great
counter.
idea.
Magic Bear.
I'm doing my LED lights.
Take the lead.
Well, hello.
now
What have we got here?
If I zip tie that.
Rattles on the end, and you can see how quickly Magic Bear made that decision. He's gonna fake out. I'm gonna go top corner. Last second, changed it up.
Alright, and then we're gonna take this LED light and we're gonna flip it. And I don't even need to zip tie that. Look at that.
Going to this point in all 3 open qualifiers
Actually,
in
if
North
I zip tie
America.
it now,
There's nothing new here. The long days are simple to them at this point. Here's Rettel to the ceiling. Alpha has to charge him down. Cheese takes a touch. If he can come online mechanically, Luminosity might just have something.
Yeah, I don't even need to zip tie them. Oh, that's way better.
Is anyone following it up? They
Oh,
were.
actually, I
But
do
it's
get
sent
an
to the
angle
side.
that. Oh no! God damn
As well, so there's no good clear available.
Did you hear that? Just fell.
Bear gonna play it for himself.
Brr.
Alpha not too happy to let him do so.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to zip tie that one.
Playing a lot more of this game in their own side of the field. Zen back to himself. Good control. And unfortunately, nothing afterwards. He's demoed. What passing option is there? Well, unfortunately, Radosin just behind the pass. Can't really do much with it.
Team Vitality just have to keep their patience and not be dragged into Luminosity's game. The midfield scrap they were trying to initiate earlier. Vitality will have chance, they will have ball control.
I'm not gonna keep
right
that
now,
there.
this is
I'm gonna do
Luminosity's
this.
purple patch, and Luminosity
Luminosity's
there
up.
have made the most of it. They might get a third.
Yeah,
It's cut across,
2-1.
but Zen was there.
I do love Luminosity are prioritizing Vitality's back 100s. Just keep stealing them. Do not let Vitality really power their way out of bad situations. And you can see Vitality are scrambling to try and keep up.
On the other side, Luminosity starting to bounce in their chairs, starting to believe it was Jesus Dunk.
That's not gonna reach.
Rittles, the man they needed down the other end. Didn't have too much goal to aim for, but squeezed it into that bottom corner.
Yesterday, like
Luminosity have daylight.
European teams
NA have the perfect round 5.
The
This
foreign
keeps
language
up.
teams.
Off the backboard, Rattles again. This might be outdone to the distance.
They just keep on coming, Luminosity, from the
NA.
kickoff this time. Magic Bear, he beat Radosin, all ends up. Rettles did the same to Zen. Luminosity are alive.
True. It's a possibility.
Alive and thriving.
That'll be the reverse of yesterday.
Vitality, shell-shocked at the moment.
It's a big possibility.
What on earth has happened for the last 2 minutes? Good block,
Yeah, I
but
do
now
get a zip tie
Rettles, who
this
has been
on.
such a menace on the opposite side of the field, doesn't need to do that anymore. It's all about keeping this 3-goal lead.
Team Vitality, still your world champions, need we remind you. Still the current RLCS LAN champions. They're the RLCS major champions. The
Alright,
perfect
I gotta
end
find
to
my zip
last
ties.
season.
But
But if Luminosity keep playing like this, it could go up in smoke. Cheese! Oh, it's another demo! It's a beauty!
You said it might all go up in smoke, and Rattles thought that was a great idea!
He thought it was a challenge. He's like, yeah, go on then. Why not? 5-1. Do not adjust your sets, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. That is a response. That is not the kickoff. Rettles back down. First one to it will be Alpha 54. He'll be wondering, he'll just be blinking at the moment. Is that scoreline correct? What on earth has happened? Zen, oh, what a beautiful fake. Oh my goodness, he's just made them look silly.
Well, suddenly, Team Vitality give themselves a sniff here in game 2 from that fake from Zen. Cheese was up. Zen, he still has that creativity. creativity in his back pocket. Vitality will not be pleased of how this
They
second
gotta
one
go
has
live.
gone so far, but maybe that just snaps them out of their funk.
Yep.
They do have the
They're doing good
time.
now.
I don't really know if they've got the kickoffs at the moment. Somehow, I think Luminosity have had the better of them. Which is not what many would have expected coming into this tournament. Off the backboard, Radosin wanted the double tap. Retals has it covered. Zen keeps control, but only momentarily.
Magic Bear leaves that one for Radosin. There was a key touch earlier on from Retals when Vitality looked like they were in straight from that kickoff, despite losing it initially. Alpha takes a touch to the side, and he has boost as well. Acres of space to gallop into. He goes to the ceiling. This could be key. Alpha 54 slows it down.
Weird, nobody was there
to
to contest that at all.
Shogun, where were they?
Well, it was a one-man army, and unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
Radosin into the center now. Zen puts that one back. Radosin's just waiting. There's a miss from Luminosity. It's still shaky defensively from them. That's been their problem this entire tournament. But they do get the ball away. Magic Bear and Retals tripping over each other. Vitality so close to being let in. Luminosity just about keeping that door shut.
Boost tolls at the moment starting to get a little bit iffy for Luminosity. Retals will be the one mainly tasked at the moment. They have got everything back. Towards the backboard, Cheese. Looking for the outplay. Zen's already up there. So is Magic Bear. 35 seconds. And if Luminosity can keep this out, they should be fine.
Oh, Alpha almost got Retals.
Very,
Not
very,
quite
very-
though. Retals
I think
held
that
his
was
nerve.
less mechanical, though.
And maybe Luminosity have done enough to take this game, especially as Retals sends it wide though. Magic Bear, huge win. And you can
There you
chalk
go.
it now. Luminosity are going to take the second.
And it wasn't with one type of goal. They beat them
Oh.
so many different ways.
Oh, that should have been in.
Luminosity won. Vitality won. Have we got
Brandy.
an upset in the making?
Yeah.
Or Chat
I think we're
actually
dodging
just
almost own goal again.
geniuses?
I mean, chat may well be geniuses. I
second
don't know
goal.
who the coin went for. I
I think
can't
almost
even
goal.
remember. But, I mean, Hercules as well. She believed. But most importantly, these three players and their coach believed.
And that is a sort of result that will make a lot of believers. If it was maybe a one-goal game, you'd still think Vitality are well in control, but those stats do not lie to you. That is blue favored all the way.
Rettel, 719 points. A huge performance from their experienced player here at these RLCS lands and other lands as well. Bursting onto the scene all those years ago, and here he is, still leading his team, one of the great captains in Rocket League history. And you just know his calm, stoic presence was paramount for Luminosity having this turnaround.
I'm really just hoping we get to see what might be one of the most violent goals I've ever seen.
Including Reynolds as well. I think he got 2, maybe 3 demos.
He did wipe out an entire team.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Very
He wiped
peak.
out our
Over to
entire
you.
team.
Yeah,
Did you
very
hear that?
big. That's a bit of a problem to fix there, my friend.
Reggie.
Vitality, they've been in these positions before. They have bounced back from these positions.
Reggie.
And it'll be up to them to do so.
You feel like, well, there's a best of 7 and a tactical timeout were available. That would be an insta tactical timeout,
Yes.
even at this early
think
stage in
you
the
would have
series,
game.
because something went categorically wrong there for Team Vitality, just as much as it went right for Luminosity. But here in a best of 5, even at this stage of the Swiss, you don't have that opportunity. You have to roll straight with it into game 3.
Something that Luminosity have done an awful lot. There's another demo.
Another demo.
The answer for Luminosity has been Hellfire and Brimstone.
Reggie, you there?
Rettles out to Cheese.
You Reggie?
Follow up, however, that's across the face of goal. Zen's not quite there.
He's not there.
Does feel like that has happened a few times now for Vitality. Just need to be able to get themselves positioned when they do make a breakthrough. Alpha, is he going to drop? Oh, that's on the goal line. And again, there's no one quite ready.
There's no one quite ready except for Magic Bear, who was there. The savior once more for Luminosity. Zen sends it forward up against Magic Bear. Zen manages to get it past him.
I might just
Vitality
stop
have started
working.
this game back to their old self, but still have yet to show anything for it. Radosin to the ceiling. If Luminosity can hold for the next minute or so, then Vitality may well begin to get frustrated.
Alpha, oh, he's already going for Rettles, but do not play that game against Rettles. He's the one that invented it. Cheese wants the block, doesn't end up needing it.
Hello?
Vitality looked
Hello?
somewhat out of
Hello?
sorts.
There we
It's
go.
not
What the hell
pace
just
that I
happened?
used to play.
What just happened?
I couldn't talk for like, that was weird.
a bit of
I have no
time.
idea what just happened.
Put off a
That
little
was
bit by
very,
the
very
attempt at
weird.
a demo.
Yeah.
Luminosity finally getting to see some of the orange side of the
I have
field.
no
Let's
idea,
see what
but
they
I'm
can do
back.
with it.
I don't know.
Nothing so far
My mic
because
is like
Vitality
that.
just coming back over and over again. Finally, as you mentioned, Shogi, Luminosity having some control here of their own. They shoot it
Have to
sweetly,
find
but
another
it's
headset
something
to hell.
to cling on
Shoot.
to keep building upon. Cheese, he stays
Might
forward.
have to. I
They're
have no
doing that
choice here.
bravely and gamely right now, Luminosity. Rettles takes a touch.
This is a
keeps his
Rettles where
boost
he's
as well,
gotten,
70 to
like,
play
give up
with.
the whole entire
His
field.
first touch, or his second touch, sorry, was weaker
whole
than it should
entire
have been, and he was
OT.
tackled. Now it falls to Cheese. He's just
Left
past
game.
Zen, who's flopping towards it. Not quite happening for Vitality. Luminosity having all the ball.
They just don't have the read on Luminosity at the moment. Every single time they expect one thing to happen.
Yeah, my game just went like the
Something
update of
else
the update.
entirely
It's at 47%.
Zen.
Kind of going a little
First
slow,
touch
but
pretty
that's alright.
weak. He will still recover it for a pass.
And
Maybe get attempt number 2,
all
but with no boost spawning and only 18 to his name, didn't really feel comfortable going for a second try.
Somewhat staggered right now, Team Vitality, and Luminosity will be overjoyed about that. Zen, though, can he change that? We know he can in a heartbeat. He fakes out that one, actually gets the bump on Rettles. Magic Bear, another massive save.
Just didn't have the zest on the
Magic
shot
Bear's got the
to get it across the line. Powering the ball long. Zen, out to Alpha. Starts to pop up. Redosin is going looking for demos. He's got one, which leaves Alpha 1v1 against the bear, who is just too big.
Yep, Magic got it again.
Save of the game, and they've all been quality as well from Magic Bear. A huge defensive performance from him. And now he charges forward, trying to attack this bull. Has to just watch and hope his team can keep this one out. There's a demo there. Alpha, wow, the amount of power on that bull. Where did that all come from? Doesn't matter because Luminosity survive it.
Yeah, I think Alpha would have preferred anything else, to be honest. He might have been able to actually aim the shot after it came off the backboard. Oh, and actually a couple of fakes. Rettles moves in, not the best touch. Cheese will turn, claim the 100, not claim the ball. He's gonna back down and wait for Redosin to come to him. Hand it off with a silver platter, and Magic Bear turned up a tad too early.
Rettles can't beat Redosin to that one, but Redosin's got no boost. It's not spawned either. Will that lead to issues in defense? Cheese up against Zen, who says, nah, send it forward. Get it back down blue territory. We need reinforcements. They'll have them until Cheese takes them out. Down in the corner, another big demo coming in from LG.
This has not been the cleanest series you will see. And for Luminosity, that will suit them at the moment. Vitality, not the finesse that we've got used to from them. Zen, bump for his troubles, but Alpha is there in support again! And Magic Bear, with one of the defensive performances of all time. He cannot get that ball past him.
Rettles tries to help his teammate out. Magic Bear is following. If he can top this off with a goal, it will be one of the better performances in a single game that you'll see. Cheese bumps it past a couple of them. Rettles tries to get the touch but can't do it. Zen might have broken through. Can he get Cheese? Oh, look at that. Nerves of steel from the land debutant.
Takes the one.
Still 0-0.
It's terrible.
Vitality have been the better of the two. They don't have anything
for
it.
Maybe one
Alpha
every once in a
with Redosin looking to bump against Cheese. That's not going to work. In comes Zen. Looks to take another challenge. Rattles this time.
Really?
It's good enough. 0-0, 20 seconds.
Overtime is approaching, but maybe Luminosity have something to say about that. Redosin, he just tracks the ball. Cheese is coming in. Cheese gets the dunk. His Magic Bear. He passes to Cheese, but the finish and the angle weren't quite there.
That might have been the time to be a bit more selfish. Now across the side, Redosin going to leave. Alpha looking for the backboard, not looking for Magic Bear, but that's all he's found. Rettles keeps it alive.
We're gonna get the overtime. This one going all the way. No goals in the first 5 minutes. Plenty of goal mouth action. Will the kickoff change things? Zen versus Cheese. Cheese into the center. Redosin goes long. Vitality start off better from the kickoff. Here's Redosin, saved by Rettles.
How much longer can Luminosity keep this up? They have been under so much pressure!
No!
And it's still kept out!
What a save.
How is this one not getting in the back of either net? Alpha pushes it forward, but Zen, he can't do much with it. It falls for Cheese. His Magic Bear onto the backboard. It's a great touch from Redosin.
Redosin, who dares challenge? Actually gets it almost over the top. Rettles had to stay on his toes. Alpha wanted the passing option, instead has to shoot.
But Redosin has got full boost. He can get that one high. He wants one more touch to the backboard. Cheese swipes it away, saying no.
Alpha will be far side. Redosin tried to bump Magic Bear, so he's got him to go early.
No, that's not going to go in.
We stay in overtime.
Earlier on it was Magic Bear. Now Rettles has taken the reins as defender extraordinaire. Cheese is the player they want down the other end, but it's Zen for Vitality.
Magic
Bear sends it long. Maybe Cheese will be brought in. It's Redosin though, tries to get it Zenwards. Not gonna happen, Rettles closing it down. She's onto the center of the goal, but Alpha can take a touch.
It is 20 shots to 3 at the moment, and we are still going on. Guess what? You just saw the 3rd shot from Luminosity. Maybe the 4th will finish this one off.
That is quite the statistic, but the one I care about is at the top there. 0-0, a minute and a half into overtime. Can Zen be the one to unlock it? Does he have the key? Of course he does!
The magician pulls it out of the hat! And when they needed it most, Vitality finally
They
cracked
scattered
the
in the
code.
goal there.
12 saves for Luminosity. An unbelievable
I don't think anybody
performance
was
at the
even
back
demoing
from
them
them.
Brooklyn.
Vitality, they were just lobbing
Magic Bear
grenade
fell apart
after
there.
grenade.
He was
And
like,
who
"Ah."
better than Zen to be the one to finally set off the explosion?
I don't know. He's like, went that way.
So Luminosity now face double elimination point. And Cole, this is where kind of sweep aside a little bit how much fun that was. Luminosity do not need the next potential 2 matches to look anything like that. You can't play that much defense.
Yeah, no, they have to get something on the ball. They have to try and get these bump and demo attempts to land because they were so effective in the last one. Team Vitality read them at the start of this one, but it was all Luminosity holding out. They did have a patch in the center of the regular game where they were getting into Team Vitality's half, but as you say, Shogi, for the most part, so much dominance against them. And then Zen, you let that man flip reset. He puts the ball wherever he fancies.
There's only so often Magic Bear can stop him. So, are we going to Champions Field or are we going home? About to find out. Luminosity will look to extend this day at least 5 minutes longer. But it really comes down to how they start this next one. They cannot afford to lose control of those 2 mid boosts and eventually get dropped into their own side of the field.
Their kickoffs haven't been the most effective part of their game either throughout this entire tournament, so the way this one starts could be paramount. Let's see.
Mid-boost is important.
It's actually
Like,
faked by Team Vitality.
they don't
Zen
control
will have
mid-boost,
boost and
so,
ball.
Yeah, Vitality have brought a couple of different strategies with them.
Oh.
Luminosity charging forward to
They're
start
very low on
this one
boost
off.
right now.
They have made it very scrappy at
Let's
times.
go.
Zen had to stop it. She's trying to go up, and now Luminosity might be overcommitted.
Yeah, they may well be, but that demo will change that. Magic Bear showing his game management, but Zen, he still has a chance. Magic Bear took out one, sadly the other was Zen.
Maybe like Zen.
Well, Luminosity with their first real look at offense in some time.
Dude,
end
Zen
up getting punished for it. Vitality 1, Luminosity 0.
And it's Zen again. A couple of goals in a row for him, and he's really warming up here. A man who didn't carry Team Vitality to all the achievements they had last season, but he was certainly key in their 3-pronged attack. The chosen one. Performing again at the highest level. There's his teammate Alpha. He's been around the block. Cheese, though, steams in. Magic Bear gets a demo. This is dangerous for Vitality, but Rettles can't quite pull the trigger.
And this is where Luminosity needs to keep the momentum up, I feel. The moment they get stuck here and start, especially the handbrake turns, will remove all their momentum, have to use more boost. This is much better. Rettles is out on the hunt. Now gives Magic Bear some space
What a
to
pass.
get to Rettles.
What a
It's
pass.
all from the bravery of
What a
playing in
stop.
front of the ball, taking away just one defender. The amount it opens things up,
passing
and then look at that,
Magic Bear,
Rettles steals
then
the
Rebels,
boost,
bam.
turns straight in, and the pass from Magic Bear, inch perfect.
Jeez, Ramsey, that
Some
was
plays like
insane.
that, I just want the camera to be
Good
fixed
pass,
on
though.
Rettles' car. He's dived forward, look for a demo. If I don't get it, that's fine. I'm going to go steal your 100 boost. I'll turn around, and if things are all good, I'm going to get a goal. And now, Luminosity have turned this around.
I love that. The camera was fixed on Rettles' car, and do you know what Rettles did? He turned around, and he watched Magic Bear sink a glorious double tap.
From one of the best views on the goal to the best view of your teammates scoring. Luminosity
Really, like,
unfazed.
they're not
I was very
sweating that
worried
last
after the
game.
way the last
You already
game
know.
went. Yes, they were competitive, but not in a way that will beat a team like Vitality.
Granted, like, I think they thought that
Not
they
numerous
did better
times
than
off
last
the
game.
backboard. Oh, that's
They're
so
probably going to
crucial
the
from
next
Cheese.
game,
And
and
he
they're
might have
probably
to do it
like,
again, and he has done it again. Redosin has to half flip.
A whole new
Such a
mentality.
commendable turnaround here from Luminosity.
Yeah.
You know they would have had their coach Raw Greg in their ears as well.
Hopefully they win
After
it.
they lost that game, it was a tough one, and they've just bounced straight back up as they've been doing all season. One of the more impressive mentalities in the world, really, right now.
Redosin
Wow.
off the backboard. Had to get the challenge, does do so. So Rettles
Has to now figure out who is actually playing this and who is coming for the demo on me. That is how high-level Rocket League is nowadays. Eyes everywhere. Who was on the ball might not actually be on the threat. Oh,
Let's go.
Dearie me.
Now,
Wow.
who was that at the back for Team Vitality? It was Radosin. He missed the ball. Magic Bear
Let's go,
doesn't
Magic Bear.
say no to that one. And Team Vitality,
If they win the
they're
next game,
starting to
then
look at an uphill
like
battle.
it was before. It's gonna be
This
tied.
has gone very,
Yep.
very wrong. Very, very
And then
quickly.
they just gotta beat that one.
Magic Bear
And then
now.
they're good.
Gonna back down, realize he was not
Look
gonna
at
be able to
Mo.
get much going.
Hopefully.
Can Zen kickstart Vitality's
So
game
Team Vitality
4?
wins.
Out to
It doesn't go
Radosin.
game 4.
Not getting any
Game 5
contact.
does.
Alpha holding that midfield.
Yeah.
She's
Lose,
a
it's
phenomenal
gonna go
hit.
Game 5 and
And Rettles just goes. I love that Rettles
not
is just
get
there because he's always a pest that you've got to keep an eye on.
Yeah, but Radosin is also the same. He gets it all the way back forward. Alpha coming in. Radosin, can he get round? Can he sting
See?
this one? Cheese tries to block him.
Oh my
Cheese
God.
achieves it.
That is so good.
Radosin, one more pass into the center, but there's no one left.
Alpha keeps the ball up. There's no more orange cards around. Zen pre-jumped, but not for the play that actually ended up happening. Here comes Radosin looking for the bump. Now he misses.
See Vitality, the desperation starting to show right now. It's all a little bit stretched for them. The passers not finding their intended targets, and the shot's inaccurate. Radosin is battling gamely, to be fair to him, but his team not quite on his wavelength. Here's another example.
Double
Is
tap.
anyone following this one?
Yeah. I called it.
The years of the mechanics.
Hey, I'll be right back, alright? Give me 2
Is
minutes.
actually happening.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Luminosity. How we underestimated you.
A little shake of the head there from Rettles as well, trying to keep himself composed, not get carried away. We saw earlier on in game 2 when Vitality conceded a few. They got one and things got scary again for LG. They want to avoid that. They need to continue to respect their opponents. My goodness, they're respecting themselves right now. They are playing like the online version of themselves.
Wow.
And unless Vitality can get something going soon, then the crowd of Champions Field might need to warm up. Alpha. Only as far as what? He might get that ball back, decides not to turn for it, prioritizing the 100 boost.
Wow.
Up goes Zen. Instantly challenged. Luminosity not giving anything up for free.
Rettles, intelligent touch into the corner. Radosin had a chance there, but at least it allowed his teammates to build up some resources again, get some boost, and begin what will no doubt be an exhausting defense. Zen tries to tee up both teammates. Neither can get it. Magic Bear rushes that one somewhat, and Zen does have the ball. Radosin gets a bump. Cheese is trying to avoid it. Surely this will be a goal. Yes, it will. Only 2.
Yeah, Cheese would have felt very happy that you avoided that first bump. Sorry enough, you've got a second one coming after you. Might have got away from Radosin, but Alpha's still on
Sorry,
the
he got a
chase.
He got a third
A
bump
minute
coming
and 6
after him.
seconds is more than long enough for Vitality to score any
flew to
number of
save it.
goals, let alone
Oh.
2. Now, we had an important kickoff at the start of this game. Here's another one. That one, they will fall to Luminosity. It's Rettles who gets the next touch. It's a little bit weak. Alpha prods it towards Zen.
Hey,
Magic Bear and
guys,
Cheese
save
are
this.
up. 2, pre-jump. Here comes Radosin. He passes to Alpha. And
There
it
you go.
was read by Rettles.
Luminosity have had a few times now where they could
Is that
choose to
very-
challenge midfield and they are not taking it. That is worrying at the moment because you
I
are
think
allowing
Vitality's not ready
Vitality
for, like, this
time on
aggressive-
the ball to do what they want.
Oh,
Oh, dearie me. Yeah, this is
I'm back.
not exactly what they want whatsoever.
Yeah,
They want to
we're
get
back.
rid of this. And Luminosity will stay here for as long as
I think
possible.
We've
what it
seen
is that,
results
like,
and we've seen games like this
Vitality's
from
not ready
Vitality
for these
online so
aggressive teams
far in
being this
Europe.
aggressive.
Most namely against Carmine Court, where they completely collapsed
They were
on
doing
this
the men
very
change.
map. If that own goal had have happened and it was threatening, it could
know
have
what
been
I
the same, but now they have a chance
Yeah.
down the other end.
They're kinda
Radosin
like
has
you
to
in that
charge
sense,
it
like,
down.
they're trying to learn to
Luminosity,
do better,
they managed to
but-
wriggle it away. Here's Magic Bear. He'll sink it and
They
kill
just can't
it,
adapt to
and
go.
we will be going
Yeah.
to Champions
They kinda
Field.
can't.
They can't adapt
The
to it.
Golden Hornets look on
They
in
haven't like turbo
horror.
adapted like in 10.
Luminosity 5,
Like, they haven't really lost it.
Vitality
Ever
2.
in
Sounds like
set.
me, bro. Why can't you
Champions
adapt
Field, here
games
we
like you're
come.
And they will
terrible?
be a lot of very disappointed
They can't
French
adapt to, like, this
fans.
aggressive,
When we have crowds from tomorrow here in
gameplay.
Copenhagen, we've
Like-
seen them earlier for Team Vitality,
And they don't get
supporting
that
them in
matter of
numbers.
boost now, like,
Zen
they
gets a
got
touch on
somebody
the ball,
teach them.
but it doesn't matter if he scores a worldie. They're not going to have enough time to get back into this game. Earlier on the Crown of Champions Field, they were warming up.
Man.
All of them are ready now to take us there. And in a few
That's a
minutes,
wrap.
so too
They
will the
need
fat
to win
lady
this
be
game.
singing.
And the coach looks pretty young.
BDS
He's
made
probably
it.
like,
KC
oh,
made
man.
it. Gentlemates definitely made
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Or we
But
call
if
the meta.
you said one team isn't, Vitality would have been very far away from many people's first pick. But Luminosity might make that a reality.
And what I adore about this Luminosity performance is that the hot player has been shifting. 1 minute, it's Magic Bear making 7 crazy saves. Then suddenly in the same game, Rettles improves. Cheese has been getting mechanical plays, you know, as well. All 3 of these players are finding their peak. They're finding the top of their game at the perfect time.
Now the question becomes, Cole, what Luminosity are we going to get in game number 5? When they have had the chances to launch forward, they have done very well. For me, the player to watch will be Rettles. Is he going to feel comfortable enough when everything is on the line to just go?
What I would say about Luminosity as well, to bring a slight negative into it, is we have seen series so far in this tournament where they concede 1 goal and it turns to 2 or 3. The key for me is if they concede first, even if they do something silly and give away a goal, not to let that affect their overall game plan and just to stick right at it.
For those of you that have joined us and watched the entire broadcast, this is your reward. Game 5, Luminosity versus Vitality. Who is moving on?
Rettel straight to the backboard, and we find that these long Rocket League days always have a way of doing this, making the final series the long one, the difficult one, the exhausting one. Thankfully, we can just watch on. These 6 players and their coaches, they have to battle here.
This is a sort of match, and this is a sort of series where what you do in Rocket League counts an awful lot. But the preparation outside of it, how well did you look after yourself coming into the event? How well did you manage your energy? If you haven't, oh boy, are you in trouble. Rettles looks to try and create as much trouble as possible. This one's not happening.
Rettles is desperate to get on the ball right now. He fancies this one. So did Magic Bear, but he misreads it. Somehow gets the ball again. No one from Vitality is challenging. Oddly passive there from the team in orange. In the end, it falls to Radosin, who's able to just send it long, and I think they're happy to reset.
Wow. Only as far as Alpha, that was on target, but on target is about as far as the compliments go for that shot. No real trouble for Luminosity.
Right now,
it's currently being hassled. Rettles, what are we going to get from him? Same as usual, it seems. Now Cheese will have to get back. His teammates need to cover.
Yeah.
Rettles is going to get that one just as far as Zen. Let's see what he can conjure up. He's got a couple of wildies so far in this series. Would love to right now. There's a big bump coming in. Radosin with the ball fall for him. It almost is landed on by Alpha, but Rettles sends it away. And he goes for a bump on his way out and then a swipe, because of course he does for good measure. Radosin up against Cheese.
I mean, they kind of have to because, you know, there's a lot of bumps and stuff, you know, there's a lot of... Damn! What a pin. LG's being a very aggressive, and Vitality doesn't know how to handle that. Like, they're used to it, but like, they're not really used to it. Oh yeah. I mean, that's also a part of LG's strat, they're very demo heavy. And then you got like Gen G, right, which first killer, yoinks all the boost, right?
Luminosity will be pleased of how this game has gone. It's tight, it's close, exactly what they wanted. Vitality unable to pull away, but Zen's fate might just change that. Will the ball fall to a Team Vitality player in this blue half?
Zen has had the ball in great positions with none of the boost to do anything with it.
I think literally
might only take one of those
just bounce around
to finally break Luminosity hearts. Redosin now on the charge. That's going to bounce up to anybody that really wants to claim it.
Like hopscotch.
Lost by Alpha. Very difficult to play in this corner though.
There's a miss from Rettles, but he manages to get himself around the wall and send it straight back.
Literally, if they score this right now, they need 1 goal and hold it.
Back to the Vitality half. Alpha, he takes a touch, it's on his hood. Who's he teed up? It's himself. Can he get past Rettles? Not quite on this occasion.
Alpha gets the challenge. Oh, that is a fantastic place for everyone to respawn.
Like, they got it in the bag, too.
Yeah, they
got Vitality could not find their way through. Rettles just going to calm things down a little bit. Takes control. Pass 2. It's up to Alpha now to control the midfield.
Alpha goes to the ceiling. This could be a real opportunity. We can't even see because of the demo. I guess the players can't either. What's going to happen? Where's the chaos going to fall? Nowhere just yet.
Rettles
Where's,
with Magic
I
Bear
want to put
midfield.
green LED lights on for my. Oh,
He might just get it
yeah.
over.
So I
Cheese
bought
swinging
like
in the background.
PC fans, right? LED, but the problem is I don't know how to change the color on the bottom. ones that I got. That was dangerous. What a save. That was very close. That was scary close.
Yeah.
Not even a tactical fake. Vitality still yet to have that real first shot.
Keep an eye now on Luminosity boost. They can finally get that back to where they want it.
Like, Luminosity's not even scared, you know what I mean? Like,
Zed chases down
they're all top 100 players, you know what I mean? They verse them every single day, even in the off season, you know what I mean? So, like, they know how they play, you know? So they're not worried, you know?
Oh no!
Oh no, what a 50! It's a goal! Oh no! Uh-oh.
He's got demo, I think, or something.
Vitality have got the
No, the other
lead.
guy did.
And now we see all-out Luminosity attack.
He should have waited there. That was rotational issue.
Experience a barrage
Yeah.
of one of North America's finest.
But they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. They need a good kickoff here.
Got the boost. He had the ball, but he didn't have the time.
Hopefully they come on, cheese peek. Oh no.
Alpha's coming in.
Oh no.
Slippery set. Not
That's
quite
bad.
enough, but it's going to be Vitality, but they take each other out. No one on Luminosity expected it until Alpha shoots, but it's saved.
This might be the big chance to put it away.
What a save.
Look at the reaction
That,
from Team
yeah.
Vitality.
In
They
the
all
last 35
believe that
seconds.
that is the moment. It was a mistake of their own. Luminosity almost
Jesus was in a
capitalized.
very
Team
awkward
Vitality
position.
The rails are
did
shaking his head.
capitalize.
34
you know,
seconds.
still
Luminosity needs something big off the kickoff. Decides to go for the double, and it will be done. Redosin with the brace.
What?
3-0.
You have to respect the F from Luminosity. They were trying
What just
something,
happened?
but it was read by Team Vitality. Jeez, couldn't get the all-important.
He just
serve.
missed
Wait.
kickoff.
Vitality, they've not
No one cheated.
guaranteed it just yet, but my goodness, are they close?
No one
And my
cheated. He
goodness,
whipped
they had to
kickoff.
work for it.
No, he didn't whip kickoff. He just got
Look at the
50.
challenge. And any amount of
Yeah, it
possession
cost
from
him.
Vitality should finish this one off. 20 seconds on the clock before EU gets all 14.
I mean, he was shaking his head. I mean, maybe he whipped it.
Your reigning world champions, Team Vitality. They're still alive and kicking.
Bye
One of
bye,
the only teams here
Luminosity.
who didn't make a roster change in the off-season, and they're still surviving.
First to
into
3 and
the
it's
playoffs.
game over.
Remaining here is
Vitality
all they
takes
can
it.
do. Through
Rip.
in 5. Team Vitality.
And Luminosity's gone. They're out.
They live on.
Bummer.
EU gets 4. NA gets 2.
Yep, that's it.
And MENA
Vitality
and
takes
South
it.
America will get
And
1.
one for EU, I guess.
You know what? I'm looking forward to it.
One for
It's
EU.
gonna be
Absolutely explosive, as is that celebration from Team Vitality. Raw emotion there from their players before they come over with the commiseratory fist bumps. Luminosity, almost a perfect turnaround in the Swiss.
They gave it a real good go. And they bounced back not just from series to series, but from game to game.
Dang it.
I cannot express how worried I was after that overtime. That was Vitality have figured you out, it's only a matter of time kind of performance. And suddenly after that, Luminosity just flattened them.
Yeah, I mean, game 1 as well, it was what, 4-0? I think Vitality scored the first 5 goals in the series. And Luminosity, their bounce back ability has been inspiring throughout the entire season, and they will bounce back from this as well. Been surprising all of us since it started. They'll continue to do so. Rettles, Captain Fantastic, still talking to his team.
And Rettles, I feel, was a real standout performer because he did what he needed for his team, was looking for those demos.
Oh, yeah.
And this one, it just didn't quite work out because when you play Vitality, you need plans A through to F because they will eventually get it right. They have done themselves proud.
And look at this, you love to see that as well, especially after a tough loss. It's got to be incredibly difficult to stand straight back up and be a hero for your teammates all over again, but that's what's been the backbone of his career up to this point, and that will mean a lot to them going forwards. It really will.
I mean, this, for many people, will be an overperformance from Luminosity. Many of us had them rated 12th coming into this event. Many of us were very wrong about where Luminosity were in this event.
Yeah, especially after things started, it was slightly disastrous, but what a turnaround from them. Team Vitality, though, they make it through.
Vitality move on to the playoffs, and to talk.
What was that? Brandon?
You saw it
I
right
have no
there.
idea.
The energy was electric,
stopped.
and I'm now hanging out with
My
the
audio
reigning
stopped.
world champions, and one of
Audio,
them is Redosin.
Oh, yeah,
You
upstream.
gotta tell me,
Uh.
what just happened? What did we witness?
I think we win this because like every time in game 5 we are close friends, we are friends to each other. So I think it helped a lot today. It wasn't a good day for us, and we won like that.
Well, talk to me about the ups and downs emotionally on a day.
I mean, he was
where you get
he was
wins, you
speaking
get
English, yeah.
losses. How do you manage with the roller coaster, the ups and downs?
I mean, when we don't have a good day, we speak to each other and we tell what was wrong, what was good, and if we lose, we tell them, and if we win, we are happy.
So communication is very important, I can tell.
Yeah, it's really important in your team.
Now, I want to speak to your opponents there, LG, because I think they surprised all of us. I mean, most of us predicted you guys winning that pretty handily. Were you guys as surprised?
Like we screamed them one time and they beat us. I wasn't surprised. They are here. They are a good team. They are good at demo, so it's meta now. So.
And looking back over the journey, because obviously it's been a while since the World Championship leading up to this, 8 months or so. How did you guys manage that off time? Because like that's a long time to not be playing up to another live event.
We motivate each other first, and after we saw like the first tournament was in at October or something, at January.
Is your card almost done?
After that,
no, it's not.
I'm
probably gonna take a break here shortly, and then that way I could download. Then
And you
we'll
guys
fight later.
were the best in this moment. Now looking forward to your next match that you made
Yep.
playoffs.
I gotta go eat dinner
you must have
myself.
a lot of adrenaline going through you right now. Are you excited for the audience now? Because I think I've seen a couple of the Vitality fans already showing up.
I mean, I love playing in front of fans, so I'm excited for tomorrow. Like it's a new day.
63%.
And in playoff we are pretty good, so we're gonna see what happens.
I mean, I won't be long. I'll be like
Hey,
an
you're
hour.
the last interview for the day, so I want to give you a chance now before playoffs to be the last person to speak out to the audience. You can do it in French if you'd like as well. Just what Vitality fans can expect from you guys tomorrow.
Les gars, aujourd'hui, on a eu un gros soutien. Il y avait les Golden Hornets qui sont venus devant notre hôtel et nous supporter. Merci énormément, ça fait tellement du bien, vous vous rendez pas compte. Et on espère vous rendre fiers dans le futur.
And there it is. Your reigning world champs are still in it. It was close. You got to give a shout out to LG, but we are done. Swiss is over. That means I can get out of here. It's bedtime for me, but not the desk. Let's go back there.
Boy, leave it to Magic Bear, Reddles, and Cheese to make a match that seemed to many of us to be just a perfunctory protocol. All right, let's let the world champs get their way into the bracket. No, they took it to game 5. It was exciting. It was spectacular. We had a 5-2 followed by a 0-0 overtime.
After this, I had that interview with Reddles. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break.
For these teams, it also re-energized all of us watching in the green room. We were cheering for both teams. It was just great Rocket League all around. Luminosity definitely put up a fight, but Vitality, they're world champs for a reason. That's because when it comes down to it, they just win.
Yeah, Vitality is absolutely incredible, but you gotta give a shout to Cheese. The debut performance, you can't be upset with that. Your very first time on LAN, he had a questionable first day, but for this to be what it made up for it on day 2, that is just huge props to him.
Man, and listen, if you're a Luminosity fan, you gotta be happy, bro, because they took the reigning world champions all the way to game 5. They made them scrap and claw. They made Zen stand up and scream after he scored a game number 3. And it meant so much to Vitality to win that, and that's how far LG pushed them to make them win it. You had to earn it, Vitality. You did. But that's NA's third seed coming out and showing that NA's still good, baby.
It was an incredible performance. You could see the huddle, the team huddle they had there at the end. Reddles talking to his team. You had to imagine he was saying similar things there. Just like we took the reigning world champs to game 5 at the end of one of the longest days of competition. Definitely that Cheese has ever played. Possibly that any of them have ever played. An incredible performance. Well done to them. But their tournament does end here. As we
Don't end the stream, yeah. Just wait till the interview. Wait till it's over.
We hadn't played any of these matches, and now we have 8 teams into our playoffs there. We got 8 teams we've sent home.
33 games of high-quality Rocket League action. We said it's the most talented group we have seen at a major, and they put on a show for us over these last 2 days, but we're not done. But congrats to the last 3 to make it in G2, Vitality, and Gen G. They join all the other teams, and now we start again on the ground floor. Everyone is equal. They all have one life. It does not matter if you were 3-0, 3-2. We've seen it plenty of times before.
Yeah.
3-2 teams come out and win versus those 3-0s. So it's anybody's game, but there's only 8 left.
We started with 16 teams. As you said, there are only 8 left here. And before we focus on that bracket, just to take a moment to talk about the grayed out logos, the faded logos here, Herc. Like, I mean, there was stories for each one of them. Obviously, Luminosity, we could celebrate them, and I know that was a team special to you. But like thinking about the rest of the teams whose tournaments have ended today, is there one story that like jumps to the front for you that just took your heart?
The story of OCE. I mean, both of these teams, I think this is probably the most high level and competitive we've seen them throughout the years past. I think they looked so good. Huge
Power's gone.
shout out to Power.
Power and Pioneers.
They looked incredible, and especially
Complexity's
to
gone,
Banana.
OG's
That
gone,
guy had the
Luminosity's
day of
gone,
his life.
Elevate's gone, Limitless is gone.
Oh my gosh.
All the great chants that have come up with his name.
Hey, B. Banana. I'm just getting the chants ready for y'all. Make sure you write that up on there.
And Complexity, like I want to give them a shout out because I think going into this weekend, we power ranked our top 8. They did make it through. Might have been a lopsided order, but Complexity was that 9 team that was right behind them, and they put up a great chance in that 2-2 round and across the entire tournament. They are a real threat when it comes to possibly Major 2, possibly a World Championship run.
This is one of the most dense competitions that's ever happened. 07's in chat for all the teams that have made their exit at this point. But the top 8 are set. Our bracket is set, and we will begin the quarterfinals tomorrow. Gentlemates will play against Genji Mobile 1. Carmine Corp will play against Team Falcons, a rematch from the Swiss. Furia will play against Vitality. I believe that is also a rematch.
Sure
and then
is.
BDS versus G2. Can they finally make it happen here, Bates?
Another rematch.
Listen, 3 rematches out of the 4. And listen, there's no need for any Mickey bracket conversations now because you got EU and all 4 matches here. If they got, I can't get the words out. I want to make sure I'm right. It could potentially be an all EU top 4, or there could potentially be no EU teams in the top 4.
And also, the beauty of the crowd, every single match is an international match. It'll be the home crowd of Europe versus another region. So you know the crowd is going to get behind all these European teams. We'll see if the other regions can play spoiler and try and reduce the EU power that we've seen for so long, but it's a tall order.
I mean, I'm looking at this bracket and like the idea of a full and a no EU top 4 feels so much more believable right now than it did at the start 2 days ago. When you think about the fact that Falcons has already beat Carmine Corp, that Furia has already beat Vitality. BDS is the one I'm worried about the most, but let's see. I don't know.
Listen,
I believe.
Listen, all I'm saying is G2 Stride. Listen, don't go to bed tonight. They'll review for some replays.
Okay.
BDS does have the number right now, so it'll be tough to see. It's gonna be a great day. I think really going into it, if you ask people, you poll people, they would have said these are the top 8 teams. I don't know what our power rankings looked like.
No,
I'm
it was top
assuming
8.
That these were all the top 8 teams in there, which makes sense. Swiss gets you the top 8 usually more times than not, and now it comes down to the bracket play.
Well, let's take a look at the order those matches will be played. And again, we're only playing the quarterfinals tomorrow. 4 matches. They are now best of 7, so timeouts will be back in play. Coach is a bigger factor as we get there.
Wait, once again, who's scheduling this? Why are we trying to get NA out of here before?
We're trying to keep it interesting, Bates, okay? We're giving the fans exactly what they want.
Set your alarms, North American fans. Set your alarms early. We are starting later. We are starting later, so they'll be awake.
I got feedback.
It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. We don't need TBH feedback. That's another segment that we'll build next time. All right, but
we'll battle it out tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Vitality, super long day. They get a little bit of rest. They will be match 3 versus Furia, but yeah, honestly, I see a path for any of these 8 teams to win, maybe outside G2. But besides that, I see a path. There is a path for G2 even, because if, Beast Mode's playing Beast Mode and, it's very possible.
I feel like they've gotten so many chances, so many times to learn BDS. Eventually, there's got to be something there for G2. But Herc, look at the rematches.
You're like almost there. You got 96,
Vitality Furia.
92,
That's
89.
crazy.
You're almost there.
Oh Oh man, in the Falcons match. I've been going Falcons this whole time. I'm doubling down tomorrow too. Bates, don't steal it, don't swap.
You do have Falcons as champions. No one else does.
I'm just letting y'all know that I called it out first.
You did. It's on a graphic. We can actually show you the graphic that shows that Herc has been predicting the Falcons. Unfortunately, Herc did go underdogs on all 3 of the rounds here, so she drops from first all on her own to
I was
third.
trying to be listen, I tweeted it out. I was trying to be nice. I felt like it would be really mean if I predicted everything right on my first land.
That's fair.
That's pretty ego.
You did win the CRL pick'em.
Yeah,
so,
my CRL ones, I went like near perfect. I didn't want Bates to get the same, distress that I caused him last time. So
Listen, the only thing I'm distressed about is the fact that Chad is still one behind me. Like I said, Chad, being one behind me when it comes to the bracket play, I'm really about to go 7-7 from here on out. I'm guaranteed to finish with 28.
And I'm just say, watch out, Dazzler, because teammates catching you. I don't know, Dazzler's picks have been on fraud alert for a little bit here.
He's
so
going down.
Watch out. But we got a 4-way tie at the top.
4-way tie.
CJ, I've caught up to you, so watch out.
CJ,
Lemon's up there,
Leaf.
Leaf as
Hey,
well.
I made it to the top row.
There you go.
I'm on TV. Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited.
Stop playing with me.
We're going, folks. We only got 7 more matches though, so it's gonna be crazy stuff. Now, folks, if you didn't get your ticket to be here, there might still be some on sale, but you're probably gonna not be able to get here on time. London,
Stupid
on the other hand, though,
advertisement.
has tickets available right now. Ticketmaster.co.uk if you want to get those tickets to the Copper Box. One of the most electric experiences I've had every time we've been there for RLCS. This one will absolutely be the same. I mean, history was made there the first time. History's been made there every time, but like a core memory of my life was made in the Copper Box the first time we were there, Gibbs.
Oh, absolutely. It was one of the best moments of my life. It was like a thing you don't forget. That shot, obviously, from Justin, but special moments happen at every single major, including this one. We got a juicy bracket. So London, yes, London's going to be great. We already know that, but this top 8, they were the top 8 teams. They were. We all said these were the top 8 teams. We just kind of moved them around, let them play some practice games. Tomorrow's the real deal.
Tomorrow is the real deal, folks. The pre-show kicks off at 4:30 p.m. Central European. Doors open an hour before that at 3:30 if you were in the area and wondering when you can get in. Thank you all so much for watching. The playoffs begin tomorrow. See you there.
I don't know. Of course, that's a pinned ad right there. Ticketmaster.
Powered by the Ticketmaster. I got that.
Then apparently Jack needs to be on Vitality too.
I don't know. I think maybe a while ago.
Yeah, but then he's also on Dignitas. He's most well known for being on Dignitas.
No, not yet.
Get over him. It's over now.
Yeah, but don't end your stream. Like you gotta watch it to get the rewards. And then after this, we could go to Rocket Street live, so we could get more time for the drops.
End the stream by that point.
Yeah. I mean, you could end it now if you want.
No.
It's up to you. I mean, this is just literally music. That's all it is. And some highlights, I think. Nothing special.
Goodbye.